The Cheetos?
I'm alive! Woo!
Woo!
Okay,
I'll share the Jolly Ranchers, but not the Cheetos.
so
I don't want your Cheetos.
since last we left off, you guys are in the middle of the sea, having just fought the Kraken, having repaired the ship over a few hours of diligent labor to get both the ship mended to a point where it won't continue to take out water, as well as get the water out of the ship using a series of buckets to hurl the water back into the ocean where it belongs. You are cold, wet, tired, sandy,
Salty.
sandy, I'll say. But it is time to go to bed and have a nice little rest in the ship that keeps on swimming. You do end up having one of the worst nights of sleep ever, since there's not a shower on the ship and you just had a bunch of salt water all over you. But it's not that bad when you take in the grand scheme of things and the mission at hand. All of that said, you are approaching, on this day, you will be approaching the site that, of the one of three sites that you know to have been marked by Holg.
So we did have a long rest, though?
Yes. Yes. If you haven't long rested, go ahead and do so.
Thanks. I'd love to.
And
Sorry?
the first half to 3/4 of the day go on uneventfully, up until Batuk and Elysian. You notice that the clouds in the distance are either moving way more swiftly than they should be, or the boat is sailing not in this direction, but in this direction. As in, so in order to right the ship and continue going to the point that you guys know to be on the map, you'd have to Tokyo drift through the sea.
Trip through the sea. Let's do it. I'm ready.
You can do that for sure. I'm just letting you know. You did notice that it's like a 15-degree difference of how much you have to steer into straightening your path. Do with that what you will. Are you going to change path at all, or are you going to keep on going straight to?
I didn't know you had to say in this
life 1/4 mile at a time.
I mean, do you tell people? I
I'd go
assume
up
you
to
do, because
Oko and just say, hey, I think the ship's moving a little weird. Like, we've been moving straight most of the time, and now it feels like we're moving this way.
yeah. And when you say that, he takes out a compass and he kind of watches with you for a while, and he does notice that you are what is it, lilting? What is it?
Lilting sounds right.
Lilting is like this.
What's the word?
Rocky?
No,
Straight.
not rocking. You're going.
Strafing.
Yeah, sure. The boat's not going straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight works.
And so he asks, so do we go towards that, or do we keep going to the point that you told me that it was one of the points that was gonna be at?
I mean, go towards what?
The boat is getting sucked over. So
I don't like
I
that.
mean, is where we're going over there? If not, let's not go that
it's
way.
through it, but not. So
How
it is taking you at if you were to to find out how much you'd have to correct to go into whatever is pulling, you'd have to turn the ship and see when you start going straight.
Yeah.
But if you're supposed to be traveling southeast. You're traveling southeast because of the tilt essentially.
Say, well, is our ship strong enough to fight against it and get out?
If the wind holds and we keep on the course, I mean, it'll slow us down a bit because we've got a lot more drag to the ship. But
Are we able to figure out, is it the ship that's causing us to do
I'm
this,
gonna look
or
in
is
the
it the
direction
water
we're
causing
going.
us to do this?
I'm gonna look in the direction we were going. The direction we're being pulled. Why are we being pulled this direction?
Yeah.
as far as
Is
you
it the
can
cloud?
see, it's just so the cloud that made you both notice is ahead of you. That you notice is either moving more quickly than a cloud normally would, or you're being dragged a little bit, right?
It's an alien, like a Nope.
I mean, the closest way
Probably
between
the
2
one that's
points
in
is a straight line.
Yeah, so you're gonna Tokyo drift your way through the sea?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's a straight
Hey,
line.
the question is being asked to you all, if you're going to continue to the point.
I think we
Well,
should, unless
yeah.
there's something in the direction that we're being drifted towards that
Okay.
like
Is there an obstruction?
looks dangerous.
Yes. No.
Like,
No, there's just water ahead of you, to the side of you, back the way you came. You've been at the sea
There is
now for this is
nothing good in the
going on day 4.
Arr,
this is true.
there be something in the water, ladies.
Again?
Yes, I don't
Oh, why don't we
This sword.
Yes, baby.
Why don't we keep going the way we're going, and then I'll see if there's anything under the water, and I'll like tie a rope to myself and tie it to the.
You gonna keel
to
haul
the
yourself?
ship And just like
That is not. I mean, you can do it. I'm not going to stop you.
Please.
I'm just letting you know. You're
Block this
basically
out.
waterboarding yourself.
I was
The
gonna-
barnacles of the ship will scrape against your skin as you are dragged underneath the ship. As you come out the other side, you will be then hit by the rudder.
You will become.
Are you
will be
okay
a
with this
man?
When
You're
you don't
not-
know any of this
You're not going to
stuff.
jump in front of the ship, right? You're going to jump behind the ship or the side?
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
jump off the back and like
Okay.
at
Okay.
what's out there
Okay.
and see.
Jumps off the back.
All right.
Obviously, I don't
that's
want to jump into
safer.
the front because the ship's going that way, so I'm gonna get
Oh,
hit
okay.
by stuff. But and
Yeah,
then
jump
like
off
a
jump
ship,
off this side. So that
and then have somebody like pull me back up after 30 seconds. or
Okay.
so.
So you hop in the water. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. And I'll go ahead and say there's no check necessary for multiple people to be holding this rope
Yes,
tied to you.
Yes.
You know,
I'm
He just
18?
kicked the door open of the ocean.
Yep.
With an 18, yeah. Yeah.
It's a very deodorant move.
Yeah.
I like it.
So with an 18, there is something in the water over there. Maybe a whale, maybe a structure, maybe a boat under the sea. But none of the things that there's no like
We're going the other
water current that you are getting. So like you jump in the water and you are getting like dragged to the side of the ship. And you all, with the rope, do notice that the rope is kind of like going that way, right? Which makes sense because of whether it's an undercurrent or whatever. But it's strange because it's in the middle of 3 days worth of ocean, 3.5 days worth of ocean. So it's pretty out there for a random undercurrent. And you are being dragged in the same way the boat is, but you're being dragged because you're smaller and there's nothing keeping you going the way that you're going, like the sails are. You're getting dragged like pretty quickly to the side. Not like extremely forcefully. It's not like you're next to a super magnet with metal on. But it's like obvious that in a minute you're going to be on this like on the southern side of the ship.
Gotcha. And I saw something over there that was
You think
a
so?
large object of some kind. Could be a whale, could be a boat, could be a structure.
Yeah, but out there. So like you see something that is small, saying either it's huge and far or it's actually small.
Gotcha.
But it's hard to get like a depth perception in
Yeah.
the ocean.
Right.
Water be weird like that.
And you're also getting dragged by the boat. But you're not waterboarding
What's the
yourself.
signal to pull
Basically, only because of the fact that you can breathe underwater right now.
Right.
Because I'm assuming until you tell me otherwise, every morning, who all is getting that spell? It's the party and who else?
It's 10 people, right? So it'd probably be 1, 2, 3, 4.
You guys
5,
have 7.
And then,
The captain.
yeah, probably. I mean,
like the two strongest looking dude.
Okay.
Nah, let's take the cook.
My
Yeah.
buddy Jeff.
You're not taking the cook. I'm not gonna let you take the cook under the sea. I mean, they're not gonna stop you from casting the spell on him, but he's not gonna be an adventuring party.
Coward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to.
Oh,
Your boy. Get him
we don't
out
need
there.
that. I think he died.
Many times.
During
I
one
thought he
night.
died.
Yeah, so that's what I call bad. There's nothing good in the sea.
I agree.
Yeah.
So once I get pulled
Me
back
personally, I agree.
up, I'll just go, oh, there was something over there. I'm not sure if it was like a whale or a boat or like a building, but it was just kind of over that way. I don't think it has anything to do with the current or whatever's dragging us, but I think it's irrelevant and we should continue on course.
Is the I guess
There's
after a
underwater
while of
city.
continuing on course,
Potentially.
does the boat seem to be like slowing down? Like it's just like this force
are
is
fish
slowing it
people,
down
you know.
continually. Like we're
Yeah,
reaching
it's
a
definitely
point.
a drag
Different
on.
kinds
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, it's definitely a drag on the ship, but it's not slowing it down to the point where like you're still going to get there
Those
um,
people just need-
to where your
needs people
point
who know
is,
how to
somewhere
swim.
between nightfall and morning.
But like in the ocean though.
It always depends on how much
Like,
wind you get,
deep in the ocean
Mhm.
though.
how the
They're really good at swimming.
the waves are, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the answer is keep going to where you're going.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
going to where we're supposed to be going.
So, early in the next morning, you were awoken by Oko telling you that we're about to drop. Like we've pulled the sails and we're about to be dropping anchor so that we can. We're here. We're as here as we're gonna get. And he looks at you and he's like, "So your plan is to just like jump in there and walk around, or what? What do we?"
Yeah.
Let's grab something heavy and head down.
I'm gonna grab a cannonball.
They're like 4 pounds. You need like.
I'm not that heavy.
I know, but you need like some cannonballs if you want to like sink.
Give me a sack. Find me a
Yeah,
flour
you can
sack.
you can get like a small bag of and you don't need like
got a
one
ball
each.
sack.
You need like because like you can all get dragged down by the same thing in theory.
Yeah.
They haven't yet put down the anchor.
Good,
They're telling you they're
good.
about to be.
Oh,
So if you want
just
to,
get
you
right on
can.
the anchor.
Yeah, if you want to. I mean,
Elevator.
let's be clear. The anchor is going to slam down into the bottom of the ocean. It doesn't like.
Yeah, but we are in water. We are weightless. We let go.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just kind of float to the bottom.
That's how that works.
I got slow
It-
fall.
it-
It's fine.
It is.
Slow fall underwater. Never
Okay. So So I mean that's gonna happen then. They're telling you that the anchor is about to drop. If you can like essentially grab chain of the anchor as it's descending from the ship, or grab the anchor itself. However you guys want to do this, but there's plenty of material to grab onto as it descends.
Mhm.
And I mean, does everybody hop out the ship?
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Before we hop on,
Hop out of the ship.
Oh,
I'm gonna
baby.
cast locate
Oh,
object.
baby.
Get some
What's
good
the range?
ones or some
1,000
stinkers?
feet.
Oh,
It doesn't reach the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, 1 in 20.
the
How long does it
goodest of
last?
ones.
The goodest. I would rather have done 20.
C book. Concentration.
With this part of
10
makeup,
minutes.
definitely.
Okay. You can, so what are you locating?
The sword.
Okay. So you all hop out the ship. They do like as they're anchoring, they do let the dinghy out next to the ship as well, so that there's something that you guys can easily get back onto.
Well, thanks.
And you guys are descending your way down into the ocean. The coral floor below you is quickly rising as you are dropping rather rapidly. You get within the range of your spell, and it does not ping that the sword is in range. However, you do see within the coral, and like kind of crept over by the coral, there is a ship that is here. In like the immediate vicinity, not like
Yeah,
directly
yeah.
beneath you.
Yeah.
And it is a rather large ship that has clearly been here a hot minute. There is coral and seaweed and kelp all over the surface of the ship,
All right, so we don't owe Oko any money.
and it
All
is
right.
it is extreme. It is extremely dark down here. I guess dark vision would work, but I don't think anything else would be
I'm going
past
to
magical light.
Yeah, use my channel divinity to give myself my sword's now glowing, 30 bright, 30 dim.
Okay. Love turning lights on in the ocean.
Let's go over to that boat. Let's check it out.
So, you do find, like I said, you do find a shipwreck that is long since covered in coral reef. And you remember the name that it's supposed to be, that the boat was, like, the book and the sword were supposed to have been on, from your uncle, was the Nox Myrmidon. With some digging and some brushing aside of the kelp. Who is doing that? I'm assuming that's being done.
I probably would be.
Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw, because that shit don't play.
11.
11. You are poisoned. Seaweed doesn't. I mean, you don't. You just don't touch it. But you do brush it aside, and you don't feel queasy immediately. But you know what I mean. And you do see then as you brush some away, you see MYRM, and you're like, you can surmise that you brushed off the middle of the name of the ship. You can keep going if you want to, but it's almost certainly the ship.
Yeah, you have to try to get the first word at least.
Yeah, you can go
Because,
back to the left
Myrmidon's
and
pretty common. I feel like there might be several ships.
yeah, you brush off to the left and you do see Nox, and so you have Nox Myrm now uncovered.
That's close enough.
And you see that the ship has cracked over this rock, and it's essentially like Titanic split down the middle. Except, no, I guess, it split. Yeah, that's how
In
it
the
split,
middle.
right? Yeah. So it broke this way. With the captain's quarters being, like, if it's like every other ship, then the captain's quarters is like down into this side of it. And you can dig around in there. It's not so much so into the kelp and coral that like it's not swimmable, but it's not like it's claustrophobic, eerie, and there's you aside from your light, there's no light down here. It's too deep.
Spooky.
We're ignoring ocean pressure because come on.
If you
Water
incorporate
breathing
ocean
fixed
pressure
that.
into a role-playing game,
Yeah, you're dead. Actually, I'm sorry.
I would.
You held onto an anchor, went thousands of
Go on.
leagues under the sea.
I'm gonna pull my.
Go home.
I'm gonna pull my
I'll take
spear
my
out
Oh.
of the satchel I'm holding.
Also of note, on your way down, you do feel like that same pull. It's not enough to pull like the whole anchor that way, but it is enough to pull you guys.
a bit like we feel the tug,
you
and if
feel
you
it.
jump, it's like. Ooh.
Yeah. When you do the moon landing walk on the bottom of the ocean sea, you do feel like the slight pull towards the same direction that it was pulling before. The ship itself looks like someone had been here and tossed it already. Not all of its there. You do find a chest in the captain's quarter that doesn't seem to have been opened, but past that, everything is either tossed, grown into seaweed, or just ruined by being down here for so long that like they left it here because it's
Does it
corroded
look
metal.
Recently tossed, or like things have had time to settle?
Go ahead and make an investigation or a nature check.
Sure.
I would be investigating that. Can I help her?
You can
Like, I
roll
feel
as
like-
well.
Dice.
Oh, okay.
I'm pulling my spear out in case.
You said
there's things
investigation
down
or
here to attack
survival?
us.
No, or nature check.
Or
Could I make a
nature?
nature check?
That's a cool
I'm
one.
good at investigation. Technically.
That's a 6.
6.
18.
Those are some plants, man.
Wild.
Plus 8.
I got an
20.
18 investigation.
23 investigation.
Okay, so
Let's put our heads together, bud.
Cool. by the so there are some not fish living in here, but like clamfish and the bottom eaters of the ocean that have attached themselves, the urchin, to the ship, and they're staying down here. And it looks like there's no disturbance anywhere specifically that like this has been tossed recently. And you also have to remember that this is supposed to have been lost for like decades.
Yeah.
So
Everything makes
when it
sense.
was ransacked,
I'm just mean it hasn't been ransacked.
But
is it
if
like
somebody
the
wasn't
last
here on
2 days?
last, yeah, somebody wasn't
Kind
here
of-
on Tuesday and you're here on Thursday.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
Cool. That's good info.
Can I grab? How big is the chest?
Yes.
it's
I
Let's
don't
try
think
to
he's
open
been
this
down
this
here,
chest.
guys.
We'll try
Yeah,
to
was that-
carry it up.
I threw up mage armor. Just
Okay.
Well, what if there's something inside the chest that can't get wet? Like, what if it's watertight?
That'd be pretty impressive. On
What?
this.
I'd be impressed.
Yeah.
Do you want to take it up?
It is a wooden chest, and it looks like it's probably been soaked through at this point, just
Okay.
because it's been down here so long. It's not like an iron, unless
Yeah.
it's like the coating on the chest is wooden, but it doesn't look that way.
Well,
Let's-
knock on it a little. Can I feel? Like, does it feel wooden? Or
You
is it-
stick to it because it's a mimic. No, it does. It does.
ship
So
right.
like you get this slow like. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
This ship.
I thought about it. No, I didn't.
Venus
Alright,
flytrap.
well,
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I know.
It's been done. It's been
try
done.
to open this up.
Okay. It is locked.
Weird.
The
chest-
chest.
Chest
It is in the captain's quarters, locked.
Would've never
And as you're tossing this whole place, you don't get a ping for the sword. You're looking around. You also don't see a book that looked like it kept up with the sea. So probably if there was, I mean, at this point, I don't think anything,
Excuse me.
even like regular leather, can be down in the bottom of the ocean.
It was like, this is...
Wow, we actually need Zadius' help. Can we take a moment? Can we take a moment, everybody? Let's take a moment.
I don't know if we actually
Let's
need
just-
it. We could try to swim this
Hey,
bitch up.
can we let
but
him have his moment?
We're gonna let him have it.
Let's let him have his moment. You know
You
what?
guys suck.
You, buddy?
Alternatively, I could just.
Is this
attack
like a
chest.
sleight of hand thing, or is it a tools check?
It would be a thieves' tools check with dexterity.
I don't have any guidance, so I'll give you a fresh slap on the back.
Thanks.
I'm slapping your other side. Slap, slap, slap.
Thanks.
Someone get the right cheek and the left cheek, and we got. He's like.
Are you trying to help?
Zodiac.
Are you trying
It's
to
like
help
there's
him
a
with
third
that?
slap in here.
Are you trying? Are you trying to
Where
help?
do you think it's going?
I'm trying to encourage. I don't know if it's necessarily
Yeah,
help.
the help action you can help only if you are proficient in thieves'
Yeah,
tools.
no, I'm not. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to.
Hyping him up.
So Dex, a
Help
D20 plus
emotionally.
dexterity.
And you are you should be proficient with them, though.
Yes.
So
So,
proficiency,
okay.
dexterity plus roll.
17.
Limit.
17. So you
Are they
do.
good? I don't know.
It's a little awkward just being under the sea and like kind of floating as
I
you're
get the
doing
left
it,
shape
and it's
of
harder to
the
feel the tumbles as you're going. But you do get it unlocked pretty easily, and only due to it either being here for a long time or the sea, do you not need to make a dexterity save. As there's this thing that just kind of goes and just floats up. There was clearly something that would have sprayed you in the face, but it just kind of.
There's a lot of water in the water.
It just gets dissipated into the rest of it. And you open it up,
Checkmate.
and on the immediate surface, you see what looks like a blanket at first, and then you take it out, and you realize it is a robe. Kind of looks like a raincoat if it was like burlap. And there's a number of patches on it that have like.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
There's a number of patches on it just
This is
astray.
my favorite Neo.
Um,
Goal.
And then you underneath that you do see there are gemstones. Most of them are ruined to the ocean, but 2 are still worthwhile. And then the other treasure you see down here that is of course worth something would have been the silver and copper. The gold did keep. There is 1,000 silver if you want to try to take it and clean it up in some way, and there is also 1,500 copper if you want to try to take it up and clean it in some way. But I mean, you just put a penny at the bottom of the ocean and left it there for, decades. But the 80 gold that's in there, the 2 gemstones that are in there, there's also a vial of a red liquid that's in there, and then there's the robe.
Whoa. Can I see the robe?
Gang, I just realized none of this is ours.
Yeah.
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 I'll let you see the robe.
I just want to know what it is. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna hold on to it for 20 minutes.
You're going to identify it? Is that
Yeah.
what you're doing? Okay. So it is a robe of useful things.
Yeah.
There is a patch of rowboat. There is a patch of 4 iron potions, or 4 potions of healing. There is a patch of iron door. There is a patch of 2 mastiffs. There's a patch of wooden ladder, 24 feet long. There is a silver coffer. There is a spell scroll. There is a pit. There is another patch of potions of healing. And there is another iron door. And there's another 2 dogs.
Alright,
So many
I am-
dogs.
give me a moment.
So deeply upset.
What's it called? Cloak of useful things? Like what's the
Robe
word?
of useful things. Robe of useful items.
So then it was 80 gold and 2 gems.
80 gold, 2 gems. One's an there's an eye and a moss agate.
An eye and a moss gate.
This is probably one of my favorite items in the game.
It's a fun one.
It's a fun one.
Well, we could take the rowboat. And
Too
we
bad
could
there's
just
not a portable
row
row
away.
You could row your boat.
I mean, we could, but I don't know how that's going to solve your problem.
It's not.
It's going to be a lot harder in a dinghy. Several days away from shore.
I thought we were just going to try to tie a rope to a cloud.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's
Good luck.
that's an idea that you'd come up with.
I don't see the attunement.
That is an idea I'd
feature
come
on
up
this. Do you have it as attunement?
No, it's not attunement.
Like a tiger eye
It
or
just
an
you
eye
use it,
gate?
you lose it.
Yeah, but
Eye
I've
agate
seen
is
some
what I
of
wrote
these
down.
added.
Okay.
I wrote down
make it
eye
a
and
unit?
moss
They make it
agate.
like a +2 cloak and make it a 2-min as well.
Oh.
Even
So I've
though
added
it's
those. I got the
already
gold,
overpowered.
It is
and then that was it, except for
No,
the
it's-
let's make it
silver and
so
copper.
Fun.
It's
For-
fun, but it's like so useful.
Especially
For what
if the DM lets
it's a
you
robe
pick
of
your
useful
pockets.
items. For what it's worth, it's literally a robe, and the patches that have been sewn onto it are the magical things, not the robe.
I'm gonna peel off the.
It does not have the rest, the other things you see. It says dagger, lantern, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Those aren't on there. Those have been.
Yeah.
Those have been torn.
Can you? I'm sorry. Can you? 1 second. Let me pull up my document before I have you give me that list again. I'm gonna be a smart. I don't know if this is the right one.
I'll be smart about it, and I'll just message you the list.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Oh, it doesn't look very good, but that's I'm not changing it.
No, I think there's a possibility that I could shove an item inside the bag of holding.
Do you
without-
think that's a possibility?
Yeah, like
Without the
without
entire
asking
ocean
you.
coming in.
Without the entire ocean.
I'm asking you. Do you think?
I honestly have no idea how an extra dimensional space would interact with the ocean, but I feel like Batuk wouldn't think about it. He would just try to like shove something in the bag.
We're all gonna die at the bottom of the sea.
Oh no.
This is not how Felix
Hold
thought
on.
this was gonna
Hold
go.
on.
Oh no.
Isn't it how we use the bag? Like we go like, potion of healing, boom, and yeah, you put something in. You don't think about it, but you're like, I'm putting my bag of gummies in the bag. So the bag's like, it's not sucking in air. There's no difference of pressure. DM, how does explain the mechanics of your bag underwater, please?
No.
We have no idea. We conducted no experiments.
You're at the bottom of the ocean. Time to do it or not.
I'm ready to die.
it
Except not
doesn't
really.
explode.
It does explode.
Yes, me too.
It explode? I thought it just disappears or breaks.
And
Oh,
it-
come
it
on.
breaks in a spectacular
my
way.
spear was in the bag.
Really?
I mean, by
So
the
I
look,
had
yeah.
to. I would
Oh.
open the bag to get the spear out earlier.
When did you do that?
As we were swimming to the ship.
Okay, so as you were swimming to the ship.
Yeah, like because I thought we were gonna fight stuff. So I
Okay,
pulled my spear
so
out.
as you go to open the sack, you immediately get, and it slams the all the water tries to come through like a sewage drain, and it slams the burlap sack shut real fast, and you're like, oh. So presumably there's like an amount of ocean water in your bag now.
Got it.
You're just gonna say ocean water and just get fistfuls of ocean water. You could pour it out, but no, you keep getting fistfuls.
But
you need to
you went to
collect
open
water.
up the top of the
Fresh
messenger
water.
bag,
Salt water.
and it like yanked itself right back shut very quickly.
Got it.
It
That's,
I mean, think about putting a thing in a bag. If you put a bag in the water, it fills with water.
Right.
You're right. I was never saying you were right.
I think that
But it's not. It didn't. I mean, at the same token, it is trying to fill that space because there is presumably also air in that bag.
who else is down here with us?
No.
No one, we were by ourselves, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He wants us to do all the work.
That's correct.
Weird.
So does somebody want to just wear the robe and then put their other clothes on top of it?
No.
No one came
No.
with you guys.
It's in my travel clothes.
I'm just gonna put it in
Also,
my bag.
try not to pull the wool over Pirate's eyes.
Let's give them everything except the robe.
Give them everything what? We didn't find anything.
You're right. Zaddius is just chalking them up today.
Let's try to bring the thing up, the chest up.
The chest up with everything in it but the robe. Should we lock the chest? No, lock the chest.
Easy enough. You don't have to roll again to see if you can lock a thing that you unlocked.
Lock the dingy chest.
With a blanket in it.
With a
and
blanket
some,
in it.
some shitty silver and copper. Here you go, bro. Thanks for taking us. We're gonna turn into mist and get the fuck out of here. Bye.
I did what I did. Did you let me take the cloak?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
So
you
also
say
you
we've
don't
done-
have your spear, by the way.
Yes, I
You-
figured.
we've done a pretty thorough search of the ship. There, I've not found any metal hatches.
In the like
'Cause that's
underneath
like-
the kelp and stuff, you might be able to, but you'd have to remove a lot of that sediment to be able to see the surface of it. Upon the investigation check and with your locate object, you have not found the blade or the book.
Because I know that, like, lead would shut it down. Which is why I'm
That's true.
wanting to be more thorough with that.
Yeah, I want to
That's
check the
fair.
hold and see if there's anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can search the rest of the ship.
We're swimming around like little
In
monkeys.
general, like I said, this has been tossed. There are stuff that like the chest was locked in over there, but it seems like anything that was worthwhile under the sea, you can see like the beds were moved, like the
Hammocks?
the hammocks were like undone and gone through and taken off, and like maybe it was due to falling through the ocean that happened, but more likely from what you guys did with your investigation check, something was here, something sentient, something that knew what it was doing, and like even you'd presume that like there'd be bodies. There aren't.
I don't know if I'd presume that.
Ah,
How
fish
long
eat
it's
bodies.
been down here.
So there'd be like
Bones.
a bone somewhere.
There'd be some amount.
There'd be some amount of body down here.
They'll eat bones eventually.
yeah, I mean-
it'd be hard to eat them all. But, you know.
Also, like the captain's quarters was open
One-eyed Willie.
when and like I think either way with a 24, just by like that roll and by scoping it out thoroughly enough, something sentient was down here, something that was like going through things.
Do we think they missed anything?
The chest. With your roll, the only other thing that you can do, like I was saying, if you want to be way more thorough, you're going to have to basically scrape algae off the bottom of the ship, or not the bottom, scrape algae off the ship and like try to uncover most of it so that you can see if there's something that was missed.
Could I do a lot of poking around with my sword and just feel for metal?
Sure. I mean, how long do you want to do that?
Well, I have 10 minutes of light. I have no idea how many minutes of light I've used.
2 or 3.
Mage Hand help me to clear some of this shit off?
What?
Would Mage Hand help me to clear some
Yeah,
of this
you can start brushing some of it off with the mage hand.
I also have mage hand.
It will take a hot, like, basically the question really becomes how long do you want to be down here searching this ship? Because if you want to spend enough time to make sure you thoroughly tossed it and make sure that you're not missing anything, you can do that. There's nothing there to stop you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like we know this is the ship we're looking for, so we should be as thorough as we can be. Because the other 2 points don't matter at this point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any
Found
clues
the
as to
ship.
what was here that searched
This
it?
was the right ship? Maybe imagine.
There's
Okay.
nothing left behind, no out of place items.
No one left like a memento down here to say like Farmer Dan was here.
Well, even just like, oh, here's a weird fish hook.
Anything
that's
that
made of-
anything that would be
So
down
Sebastian's
here.
into the
claw.
algae.
Good luck
Yeah,
with that
no,
one, buddy.
there's no indication. The only super strange thing again is that
I'm breathing
there's
this water.
there's
Dan.
nothing.
Jesus.
There's no bodies. There's no trace that someone was aboard this
I
ship.
didn't see anything.
Other than the fact that there are lived in there was clearly a crew.
Because they all
Right.
got eaten by the
I think
Kraken.
that's the only piss in
That's
this
the
Maybe.
ship.
It's the freshest, and that's all that matters to me.
What?
I'm peeing my name into the algae, but we're underwater.
It's warmer.
Guys, I found a warm spot.
Guys, I think I found it. It's over here. No. No.
The water's telling me that we're getting warmer.
Literally.
I'll use my crowbar to like scrape algae off.
Yeah. So
That one's not in
so
the bag, that one's out.
what I will say is, do you have another source of light that is past your 10 minutes?
I don't.
Because otherwise you're going to be in the dark. And
I
These are
need
going
both,
crazy
but
up
I
here.
don't want to steal it.
that won't make like light.
Do I have
You
another?
glow.
It does for like a moment, but you have to hit a creature with it, and then they glow. That creature glows. Like the outline of the creature shimmers. Essentially.
I just have dark vision.
Or is it
I don't
dark
have
vision?
actual light.
Yeah, I mean, those of you that have dark vision, this isn't really an issue. You just would be seeing in black and white, but most of you are
It's about
not
to get real
dark
scary
vision.
down here.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Where do we go?
You're about to be in the ocean in the dark. You're already here in a ship that's been ransacked with a light on that's about to go out here shortly as you are tossing this place.
Are we done with the chest? I'll start hauling it over to the anchor.
I'll help you.
Thanks.
Let's haul.
Let's haul it out.
Because it's in
Hauling
water.
cube.
It's not. I mean, you know how
Yeah.
weights work in water, so
Funky.
able to easily enough carry this chest. It's about yay big, so having one on each side would make it a lot easier and less cumbersome. And you can essentially.
I figured I'd kind of jerry-rig it around.
Yeah, I was about to say you can probably get one of
Chain.
the.
Then we'll struggle when we get up to the boat.
How do they know when to raise up?
I guess we go up and tell them.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Do I not have any other weapons? Nope.
All this shit about Hulk not being very smart. Here you are at the bottom of the ocean with the lights turning off.
I stand by that statement.
It's fair.
I got dark vision. I'm not worried about it.
We don't have a light
The
spell.
light is going off in a minute.
I'll say that's a very paladin
have a
spell
light
to take,
spell.
though. Don't you have light?
No, because paladins don't get cantrips.
Oh, they don't. That's a
Do you have light?
cleric spell to have.
Why'd you have mage hand though?
Do you have light?
Magic
Don't worry
initiative.
about it.
Why didn't you take light,
The
sir?
cantrip light?
Don't worry about it because
Don't worry about it.
I thought that my channel
Wait,
divinity
what's
would
she-
have a sword that
I'm
lights
asking
up,
because the lights are about
would
That's
cover
fair.
it.
That's
Also, I thought that and torches would be enough.
and here we are.
That means each journey
I'm
to the
your
bottom of the ocean
behest.
is going to have to be less
Bottom
than
of the
10
ocean.
fucking minutes.
I didn't know it was dark down here.
Okay, that's fair. You never went to school.
I don't want to think about that. That's scary.
Also,
I
I
was not going to school.
more importantly,
The ocean.
I never went to the
mean,
bottom
yeah,
of the
it is
ocean.
very scary.
We're gonna need to figure that out, guys. Because I have a feeling we're gonna need to come back down here.
Problem for another day.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
I don't think the book has.
As a quick aside,
Yes.
the triangle of the 3 points do form a circle around the direction that was pulling you.
Oh, son of a bitch. Wait, like on the map?
So
It's
if you're
the
looking at the
midpoint.
ocean, there's a point here, a point here, and a point here, right?
Yeah, the thing
And
that's sucking
there's
us
a
in.
there's a nice little acute triangle, right?
Yep.
We love those. It's a cute little triangle, and the thing is like somewhere right here that you're being pulled towards.
There's a
Interesting.
daylight spell.
We found the.
You could cast daylight in the bottom of the
I
ocean.
didn't prepare it, but then again, I didn't prepare anything.
I also don't know if daylight is the spell you want to cast at the bottom of the ocean, because a fish would see that and come swimming.
And it would also damage all of us.
No, it doesn't. It's literally just light.
It's just daylight.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
It's like
Moonbeam?
Moonbeam.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like
Sunbeam?
yeah, little
Dawn.
Dawn. I'm thinking of Dawn.
We're not
It's good enough for the
level
ducks.
yet.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Give us some time. We're talking shit at the anchor. All right.
You have 45 seconds before the lights turn off.
I'm
You
checking
got-
something.
Okay.
It's gonna take 45 seconds.
We're assuming that his character is not checking something. His character is like thinking about something, which might actually take 45 seconds. I
I
guess.
was gonna say, keep processing that one.
2 + 2.
Wait,
Carry
who
the
doesn't
2
have dark vision?
It's
Is the
fine.
question.
Plus
Most of the party.
circle.
Who does not have dark vision? Raise your hand.
Humans.
It's
All
just the three.
of us.
And the Vidalkin.
The best thing
You
that
don't?
would be able
I
to
don't
do is
dark
punch
vision.
myself
It makes sense.
with a
So-
lightning smite and then
so-
have
Thank you for
about
including
5
me.
feet of dim light.
You can see for a half a
People
second.
too.
That is my best case scenario here.
I don't know. Do I?
Alright, if I'm the only one who has dark vision,
I do have dark
No,
vision.
it's the three
That
of you.
is-
The middle and the two ends of the table have dark vision.
Okay.
Everybody else is blind as fucking in
how long would
30
it take
seconds.
3 of us to scrape all this kelp and shit off? So that we can
Longer
see
than
this?
30 seconds. It's gonna be a hot minute.
I mean, like,
you're
how many
thinking.
hours?
So this is a frigate.
I've also got a locate object, so
I was saying, how
You,
many hours?
as you were tapping around, you did not notice any like metal that was.
okay.
'Cause I'll stay down here for hours cleaning this shit up. Everyone else can go back up. I don't like. As long as I know where the anchor is, I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's all brand.
Not have dark vision. I really don't.
Nah.
Why would you?
Nah,
You
fam.
live in the sky. The sun's up there.
He doesn't live in the sky.
He
Just
said he
doing
lived
a
in
His
the
people
sky.
live in the
Karate
sky.
Kid
The
training
sky,
montage.
space.
This kelp.
I tried to explain it, and I didn't explain it very well. Maybe Jacob didn't explain it well, but
No,
I,
you.
Roxanne, do get it. I hope we understand.
Yeah, no, I get it, but like the character now, because I thought I explained it pretty well.
Real quick,
You did explain
I
it
am
well.
not an idiot.
I wasn't, okay, sorry. I wasn't but like,
There are
Oh man, that was.
there are at least 4 wrinkles up here. Right?
two little bracelets rubbing together.
Okay, so is everybody heading up that is in Batu? So it's gonna take I mean, especially if you're alone down here with a fucking crowbar, you're gonna be down here for a hot minute.
Yeah, I'm going up.
There's no issue because it is like at the crack of dawn that you got here. So you can spend like a good part of today making sure that this place is. Obviously, you're not cleaning the outside of the ship.
Right.
You'd be cleaning like areas that make sense inside the ship, at the floor, whatever, right? You're not noticing also. So the levels of the ship, there's
That's cool.
there's nowhere for there to be a space. Except for on the very bottom, so you can save a lot of your own time to just scrape on the bottom layer of the ship. After 2 hours of scrubbing away with a fucking crowbar, you think you got what was got?
I'll like pry bars up if there's or wooden floorboards up
Yeah.
and break stuff.
Oh yeah, you're definitely poisoned now.
Like,
If you
you're
didn't
for
make
sure
if you didn't make the save, if you did make the save, you're at this point, you're basically there's just asbestos in your face. I don't know what's at the bottom of the ocean. I just know it's extremely
doing
toxic.
like a
Um,
Karate Kid training montage with chores.
yeah, you're
Wax
definitely
on,
wax on,
wax
wax off with a fucking crowbar at the bottom of the sea.
I mean, this is the kind of training you left home to do, right?
I guess. So at about, let's say, 9 a.m., all of you are aboard the ship, having essentially climbed your way back up the anchor because you guys didn't have a message system figured out. So you have to essentially hoist your way all the way up the anchor or like swim up. Both are one's probably a little easier until you get too tired. But you don't have buoyancy because your lungs are full of water.
Yay.
So, we'll call it 9:30 by the time everybody gets onto the ship. And you show Oko the chest. What did you leave in the chest?
The blanket, the copper, and the silver.
No, the blanket was the rope.
Oh,
I thought we left the gold in there as well.
no. There was no gold. There was copper and silver. In a locked chest.
And the ruined gems, I assume.
What gem?
The ruined gems? There was
Yes.
2 gems that were worthwhile.
Yes. Ruined gems. Yep.
Okay. Somebody also note you have a potion of greater healing.
Wow. That's
We do?
another D4?
Oh yeah.
That's 4d4 plus 4.
That's some D4.
Yes, I do have that.
I want a superior just so I can have an excuse to roll 20 D4. Like, I always thought that was silly as fuck.
It is silly.
Let me roll this d4 20 times.
You can also do the technically correct magic missile way of roll 1d4 and then multiply that by 20. Technically,
That
that's
is
the correct
very
Oh,
way to do
swingy.
magic missile.
But it's less
Pretty
hard.
Wow! There are exactly.
You said it's
Four
a greater
numbers.
potion of healing?
What?
Greater potion of healing?
Potion of greater healing, yes. Potion of greater
There's a
healing.
reason that's the technically correct way to do it, because there's class features that can add things to the die roll that then get multiplied for every missile.
Yeah.
But also, it's not fun. So
Right.
instead,
But
people
dice
like
fun.
to people like to roll dice. So you've gone to site number 1 to not that much avail. You did find the ship you were looking for, but not the items within that you were looking for.
What the fuck is that?
So as you get back onto the ship and Oko doesn't go through the chest, he has Gib go through and make sure that things are in order.
It was locked again.
Yeah, Gib has somebody come by and
Okay.
they don't unlock it. They pry the bitch open.
Okay.
But what do you expect?
Yeah.
It's a fuck. It's
In my head, I'm like,
I am gonna take the satchel to the edge of the boat and like hold it over and go, ocean water.
How much was in
Fucking
there?
a fire hose of water comes out. Real
Wait, a fire hose of water. Let's go get some more water.
Sure.
Oh my
Let's
God.
weaponize the water.
Fish.
It doesn't. It's not. You don't get a fucking jet stream. For comedy's sake,
Fair enough.
it pushes out, but really it just falls out.
Fish.
No
I had an
fish.
item that did that, didn't I?
Yes,
you did.
You did.
Yeah, that was a good
You
one.
had a jar,
Yeah, a wine jug. That
a
was
decanter, I think it
Like,
was.
drink
Yeah,
wine
yeah.
or drown in wine.
Or
Yeah.
here's mayonnaise.
Oh man.
So, as he's going through as he hands that off to Gib to handle that, he asks what the heading is now, since you found the ship. Now what?
Well, I would like to. Is there anything I could think of in the ocean from my readings that would pull things from very long distances? Other than like a maelstrom.
Ocean sloths have very long arms.
And I'm like,
Yeah, they have multiple of them that go into the sides of the ship,
Yeah.
like we just fought.
Well, that wasn't quite one, but
That's
yeah.
that's definitely
That
not an
didn't
ocean
have
sloth.
the claws. Ocean sloths have big claws.
okay, well, the face you made is the face I know he would make, and it's like the Windows update sound. Ding, 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 ding. Okay.
His world has changed. He was convinced that we had just fought an ocean sloth, and now he's trying to think of what we did actually fight. So in his mental checklist of things I have fought, ocean sloth is now scribbled off and replaced with mystery ocean creature.
fucking-
And then ocean sloth is beneath it.
And then, like,
For a thing to fight.
In like notes, it says would not recommend. Like, no. Wow.
This is my
So-
mental notebook.
So what's the heading? You don't know of anything that would pull like that.
Ooh. Spooky. Which one
Okay,
should we
It
go
well,
to
could be
next?
a whirlpool. They can
See?
suck ships in.
From that far away though, I can't even see it.
Hey, Captain, do you know of
Maybe.
anything that would be causing this?
Like why we're just like
doesn't
when we
know.
lift the anchor,
Maybe
we're
it's
just gonna start.
magic.
What about anyone at the bottom of the ocean that would toss a ship, like look for stuff before we got there? Any ideas on that?
There are certain water-based creatures that
And
Are
these
from-
waters that you know?
well, in all waters that are deep enough, I mean, the plane of water is directly connected to where we're at right now. So,
Darn, I only have a book about the plane of ice.
Just like how you're from the sky.
What is the plane
Yeah,
of
totally.
water if not a warmer plane of ice?
See, I get it.
I'm from the plane of sky.
the plane of ice
it's
is
like
actually the plane of water in the past. It's
Right?
just it's
Yeah,
just thought
totally.
out.
Yeah, the plane of sky. I'm from the plane of sky.
You're not.
Yeah. I'm playing like solitaire in my head. Let's go.
So there's
The cards
You're
are
from a
bouncing
plane in
around.
the sky?
Yes.
the two other spots that we think Hold is going to go
How's the
to.
plane stay out?
And then
If you go
there's
deep enough, you go to the
the
plane
thing
of
that's
the
pulling us
water. If you
towards
go
it.
high enough, go to his world.
Yes.
Right?
I would say maybe we go to the thing that's pulling us towards it because if there is anything good, it might have gotten pulled towards it as well.
Maybe. It looks like it had. Whoever sacked that place did it a while ago. But this does seem weird and spooky.
You know what? Our heading is this point, and I'll give one of the other 2 points. Which one?
3.
Point number 2.
Point number 2. Point number
We already did point number 3.
Pick number
This
three,
was
bud.
point number 3.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
2 then.
Point number 2, and I will say if we start getting pulled, we'll maybe investigate that, see how much harder it starts to pull us. But let's go to point number 2, and I'll help him chart the map or something.
Okay. You did feel the pull. So
Yeah,
again,
but like,
here's
is it
your
gonna
triangle,
get more? I'm like trying to
and
detect if it gets more.
it's pulling you
It's
here,
getting stronger
and so when you
as we get
turn
closer
slightly,
to
it's
it.
pulling you more this way.
Yeah.
But we're on the top of the cute triangle, right?
I mean, you can rotate it. I don't know. So
So to
We're on the
speak,
long point.
here's where you came from.
the far
You
point.
flew. You sailed to this point. Here's point 1, point 2, and
Uh-huh.
point 3.
We're in,
Here's where you're getting pulled towards.
Uh-huh.
So you're
Oh.
like
so we're at point 3. Got it.
tangential to.
Yeah,
So we're
Let's
on
go
the
to point
small
2,
end.
because that's closer.
Point 2 closest. Closest point then.
And then after point 2, we investigate Sucky Boy.
Okay.
Oh,
Is
It is
on
rough
it
over
these
there.
days?
That's what I wrote the note as, the sucky boy is what I was thinking. So, for the sake of time, you
Yeah.
sail to point number 2 within the same day because it's not that far, much farther in.
Mm-hmm.
The real trek is going to where you guys are, and then for either side of this long, like
Yeah.
it's a vast triangle,
Faux
right?
show.
The whole way through, you are getting pulled now in a northern direction rather than a western direction. But you get there once again. They furl the sails, and drop anchor. You guys do your investigation once more. Do you come up with a system to talk about getting back up this time?
I wouldn't know what that system could possibly look like.
I don't
No
either.
idea.
I'm just asking.
Yank on the
I know.
anchor chain.
Also, hey, do y'all
Yeah,
have any
shit.
underwater lights?
No.
You're pirates.
Yeah, we do our piracy above the ocean usually.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know what pirates do.
We wait for a ship to be there, and we make them give us their stuff.
Well, the ship is there. You should make them give them their stuff.
That's what we're doing right now, and he pushes you off the boat.
Felix
Did we get a short
surprise
rest?
tackles.
Yeah,
at
sure.
that for sure.
Okay, cool. Because otherwise, I have no way of seeing.
What?
Because I get that channel video back on a short rest.
Got it.
So you're shoved off the ship. You go poof, into the ocean, and again, for the sake of time, this time you go down and while the anchor's still falling, you're looking around the ocean, and you can see coral be there. You see schools of fish on your way down, things like that, but you don't see anything on the way down at the bottom of the ocean. So you can let go on the way down and
Is anyone
make your
down
way back
here?
up instead.
Yes.
Sorry.
You're good.
It would be about 3 or 4 in the afternoon now, having sailed here and then made your stop, looked around, but nothing seems to be in this immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Shoot.
God damn it.
God damn it, you say.
Yeah.
Do you sense your sword nearby?
Do you cast that?
Cool. Bull, bull, bull.
I don't see a ship.
There's ocean to see.
Can I?
You are still feeling the pull, and you are closer to it than you were before, so the pull is greater than it was before. And as you're looking up at the ship, it is here's the anchor and here's the ship, at taut on the chain.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to.
This is very weird.
Should we just go check out
Does
Sock?
Holt
I
have
don't
a
know.
way to do this? Is he just gonna draw everything into the middle?
That's pretty.
That would be badass.
That's really
Not
not,
gonna
what
lie.
his plan was, but he also is a lunatic who didn't tell us any part of his plan, so.
Damn right.
So it could have been part of his plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
That'd be so cool.
What if it's the spooky wizard that doesn't like him?
That would
That
also be
somehow
really
got him
cool.
excommunicated from every country on the continent.
The DM special. Change the nose real quick.
Shit, that's a good idea.
I mean, that's assuming he gives a fuck. Maybe he has the book to start. I don't know.
So we back up now on the boat again?
Yes, you can.
Maybe
do
he
that.
lied about it being lost.
Maybe it's a hint.
Yeah, there's nothing down there. I think
Oh no!
I think we should check out that thing that's drawing us in. It's very odd.
Okay.
What
So,
do you want
Also, the ship we found down there was the ship. It had the name of the ship that we were told Holt was looking for.
I knew
in
you'd
the
get it.
first
I knew
point.
you'd get it.
Yeah, I figured that had come up in conversation. Hey, here's this chest we found, by the way.
$20. It's Tinder.
So, you set course basically northwestern to you, and you notice you're against wind, but you're sailing as fast as with wind.
Wow.
That's very weird and not normal.
Up until the point
Start
Where-
loading the cannons.
Hey, I'm gonna pull him aside.
I'm gonna load
Uh,
every cannon.
I want you to have Misty Boy ready to go. Like, just have it kind of. Don't do it now, but let's just have it.
That's
when-
my secret.
when-
Misty Boy's always ready to go.
Great. When I give
Except
you
it's
the,
not.
If
When
I give,
except when it's
if I give you the signal,
What is the signal? Misty Boy?
yes, I will look at you with finger guns and say, Misty Boy.
and then he casts a spell.
That's what I will do.
Oh my god.
Well,
Misty
you
Boy.
gave me the signal, so.
No. When
That
I.
was an example. Come on. Don't be so obtuse.
Oh, also,
Oh.
you're not
Hey.
poisoned anymore.
You know what?
He's not poisoned anymore.
Oh, you bopped him?
I have a lesser restoration on that necklace.
Okay. That'll work just fine.
I was like, not using it for anything else.
You sail in that direction that is causing you to
Yeah.
go much faster than intended with the wind. It's not. You're not like fucking
We're
jet
getting up
skiing
to,
on
like
this
8
thing.
knots over here.
No, you're going in normal sailing speed against the wind. So, like-
I can't have anything fucking cool in this campaign. I swear to God.
I give you a robe of useful items. You suck my balls. You have a robe of literal useful things.
We're going 8 knots. No, fuck you. You're going 6. This is against the wind. It's like,
You're not fucking skipping off the waves, okay?
we could be.
You're not.
Damn it.
Whole
The front of
ship
the
comes
boat
down,
tilts it up a little bit.
It's not.
It's the ocean.
High fantasy my ass. Ruined.
I never said it was high fantasy. You assumed it was. Space boy. Now, you get to the point where you're no longer getting sucked this way. You begin to slow because you're getting sucked back the way you came.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yo, that's cool as hell.
No. Very cool, but
How close are
not,
you to point one?
not helpful.
Not very. So, like, triangle
Yeah. Where the thing was.
here.
How long did it take us to get to the point?
You know.
It was like 4 hours.
6
Cool.
knots against the wind.
Or no, 9 to 4 that time.
7 hours?
Yes. See, quick math, not right.
It was quick.
It was fucking fast.
So we don't see anything above the water that like looks weird. We're just
No,
on
there's-
water and we just
Start slowing down rapidly, and then you're still
You
sailing,
got me there.
but now you're going like 1 knot, where you should be going 2, 3, because you're.
what's it?
Against
drop anchor. Something's here.
We can't just do that.
Well, start the process. I don't know what it is.
You can't just.
Turn it around, boys.
Well,
You can't. You just really should. Like, he's bad.
he's not gonna.
I mean, how
Okay,
slow we're going
I'm not gonna rip the ship off.
Maybe
So
we should
you
go
you furl the sails once more and drop anchor for a 3rd time today. I
We're helping
assume
with that
once
anchor,
again,
by the
yeah,
way.
once again you get off the ship with the anchor.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to paste an image into the good
chat.
old the good old boy.
That only 3 of us can see because there's no light down.
Damn right.
Damn right.
That's not it.
If it's a fucking sloth, I swear to Christ.
It's a giant fuck off sloth.
I hope it is.
We are getting sucked in by
I
the
made it up on
gravitational
the
pull
spot. It'll
of
be so
this
gratifying.
sloth.
Sorry to roll up on your place there, eh? But you have your own gravitational pull.
I told you they're dangerous, man. I've heard a lot of stories.
It's on my list.
The sailors
You know what we have
speak
to do.
about it.
The sailors speak about it. Are you in with
Okay.
the sailors?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What do they say
I'm
about
just gonna do it again.
sloth?
You don't want to fuck with them,
You
man.
don't want to fuck with river sloth? Sea
They've got
sloths?
these really long arms with these huge, huge claws, right?
Like as big as the
Did
thing
you
we
offer
saw
out?
earlier? Or bigger?
You know,
What?
you normally you only see the
Did you
arms
offer
and
out
the
the
claws.
Fuck.
I don't know what
Did
the
I offer up
faces
what?
look
Did you
like.
offer out the mountain?
What if it's like really?
No.
But they like.
While I'm
stab
getting this
into
image
the
to you
ship.
all, just so you know, when we go on the
And
break,
pull it
we have this
down.
atrocious Mountain Dew that's
Or
upstairs.
eat
If you
whoever's
want to try
inside.
it, it's the mystery. It is the mystery flavor.
I'm
It
assuming
is
anyone
not
who went
good.
down does not know that people were
I'll
eating
try it.
'cause
I'd say I'll
they
try
lived
it.
to tell about it.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
you know,
I can tell you what the flavor is, but I don't know if I want to.
I really don't. I
I'll
really
let
hope
you
it's
figure it
not a sloth.
Huh?
Everybody.
Taint.
He thinks it's gross. I think
It's
it's not bad.
fucking
because that guy had
bad.
to squeeze it. This guy's just gonna fucking stab it in, sink.
And sink us.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty scary
Alright.
stuff.
So I'm gonna paste it into. There we go. All right, this is what I'm describing to you to the best of my ability. It's fucking dope.
Woo!
There is essentially a 4-tiered spire like structure that is floating off of the bottom of the sea with a like jettison of water that is seeming to push it off the bottom of the sea into that tip at the base of it. It is floating 1,000, 2,000 feet off the bottom of the sea, but several thousand feet under the sea.
This orientation is correct, right?
Yes,
It's like in the gap between worlds or something.
it is just floating in the ocean. I don't know what you mean, gap in the world.
Well, the picture kind of makes it look like there's not water
Yeah,
around.
yeah. It didn't do it for me. Just
Or is it
pretend
like
it's
how
all
the
water.
Atlantic and the Pacific
Pretend
are
it's
Yes,
all
color kind
sure.
of thing?
So-
Pretend it's all water. It's all
There's
under
different
water.
salinities
Captain be like,
here,
okay,
guys.
got
I
it,
got you.
got
Know
it.
what this is?
You're like thousands of. You're pretty far down there right now. You're gonna go back up.
Oh no, no.
Mariana trenching it. We are
Oh no. but-
down
Oh,
there,
so
guys.
we straight up could not see anything once we got stopped.
The only people that are seeing this and getting pulled, like you're all getting pulled towards that. But the only people that are seeing it are those with dark vision.
Okay.
I'm kind of ignoring the. You guys got to find something in the middle of the fucking ocean, so I'm gonna ignore the dark vision a little bit, okay?
There's magical light around it.
Yep, sure is.
It's got sea lanterns. I've played Minecraft.
Yep. But there is a temple to something down here that is this like sea green, multiple tiered
And it's just,
spire.
like, floating.
That is you can see the water rapidly scraping off the sides of it. That it is being held up by a water spout that's coming below. There it's not a geyser. It's just like water
Onto the tip.
from the sea for no reason onto the tip, and then it spews the rest of the way and keeps it where it's at. It's not spinning though. It's just
Weird.
straight up aloft.
Does this remind me of any of the gods? Like stories of
Good
the gods?
question. Let me check my god catalog.
JC Penny.
Perhaps.
What?
There's a lot of them. man.
Silhata, whose symbol is a drop of water creating a splash and ripple.
That is the symbol. That is the temple itself does not appear to be. So you're thinking of Samata being like think of boop boop, and then the drop of water like directly above that is her
Okay,
symbol
Yeah.
or his. I don't know my
Her.
pantheon well enough. Her. Thank you. I was trying to give you guys that image, and then I couldn't find the one that I flipped over because it technically is supposed to be the other way. But I was like, no, it's not.
But we're definitely getting like religious temple vibes.
Gaudium
off of
says-
this.
Definitely.
A sunrise in behind mountain inverted. Inverted.
Yeah, it is upside down boy.
I don't know.
That is what you were seeing, though.
Nice.
From what you're describing, it's not ringing any bells as far as the divines go.
Doesn't appear.
Maybe
Swimming
if
towards
I
it.
could see it, maybe I could look for symbols. I know them all by heart.
So you do swim. You start swimming your way over there instead of being on the anchor falling, right? And you do notice, like those of you with dark vision or with not dark vision, you do eventually get to make out this massive structure that Batuk is like, no, we got to go this way.
Yeah, it's
You're
cool
also
out
being,
there.
as soon as you let go of the anchor, you are being like pulled that way anyway.
I don't know how to get out, but like
It's not so much. It's definitely an undercurrent, but if you like climb the anchor or found another way up, that would be the way.
It's not like a straight up undertow.
Yeah, you're not like getting swept immediately over to this thing.
oh yeah.
That's good.
And
Slightly
the only thing that you do see that seems like any kind of entrance, so it's all solid wall that is made of, it's made of pearls, it's made of gold, and it's made of just sea algae and coral.
Oh, Sadie has dollar signs in his eyes.
It is like in the pearl and
He's
coral.
just like,
And it looks like it was. I mean, obviously you're looking at it. It does not look like this is a natural thing at all.
Oh,
It looks like the coral was built in that way, or the coral was the initial structure, and they made it that way with the gold and the pearl. Not sure, but you do see that as you're swimming around, you do see like the only entrance that you can see to that is that rather large door that is on the second layer down of this terrace.
Swimming in the door. It's going in.
let's go for it.
So, as you swim in the door and you cross the threshold, like right before you cross the threshold, you're looking in and it looks like you're looking from inside of a glass pool to like out of a glass pool. And as you swim into the doorway, there's nothing to swim in anymore. And you fall to the ground that is made of pearl. And
It was cool as hell.
And inside of here, as you're looking in, it is lit. There are torchlights that or not torchlights, but there are sconces that are on the walls. There is a number of pillars that hold up this structure in this way. There are a number of people, various humanoids, various races, that are in here.
How about?
That look. They're all wearing these pretty plain, like white to gray robes. They all have a cleaning utensil. Some of them are pushing. There's like those big, almost like the things on the ship, but there's only one bar that you can push and go round and round. And they're pushing it, and then you'll see them swap out and go to the other one and begin pushing it. And they see you. They don't stop what they're doing. They don't talk to you, and they keep doing what they're doing. Some of them are polishing the floor. Some of them are polishing the pillars. People are helping each other up the wall to continue to polish. And to your left, you see like bath springs, hot springs type of. There's one on either side, and then a staircase upward to the floor above you. And then to your right, you see a series of statues of Tekdir. It's very clearly Tekdir. But from the waist down, it looks like a swirl of water is like either the statue's made that way, or there's some kind of fountain that's making it look that way, or it's magically imbued, whatever. But it looks like from the waist down, it's missing, and it's just like a swirl of water, like a tornado almost.
Hector is so hardcore.
Hell yeah.
And
Not
the last thing
necessarily
you'll
that
notice is that on each and every one of the humanoids of the various different races and sexes, you notice that there is one slash across from the right eye, starting here at the basically the temple, slashing all the way to essentially the base of the nose right here.
So it's like a scar? Or a tattoo?
No, it's a slash. Like it's
They self-mutilated so they could look like him?
they were gouged in some way, and I mean.
That's fucking true.
But yeah, that is what you see on this floor. And again, they notice you at various different points. It's not like you come in, they all look, and they all go back. It's like they're like glancing up, like going about their thing. One will look, they'll look at each other. None of them say anything to each other. It's silent in this place. The only thing you hear is like of different people polishing different surfaces. And you're watching these people polish places that were literally just polished by the person right before them. Some people are revisiting the same place that they just cleaned up.
Not weird at all.
Hello? I like approach one of them.
You approach this raggedy looking man with wiry hair. Does look like he's eaten. Does look like he's there. But as you say hello to him, he looks at you and then just kind of looks away, averts his gaze, and continues to clean.
I think there's something wrong with these people.
Is this Takdir's temple?
He continues. He does not respond.
I think there's something wrong with these people.
Yo, let's check upstairs. Let's just act like we belong here. Just
act like you belong. Just act like you belong. Grab a rag. I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty obvious with the lack of facial scars.
Alright, come here, guys.
Always counts, Zadius. I guess we can look around.
There are people of different ages, but there are no children.
Well, that's a good thing, I hope.
Yeah, let's wait.
Question mark.
That's because
Let's wait till we find out more.
There's nothing but adults on this floor.
Maybe let's go upstairs and check out the floor above.
Let's go
Okay.
upstairs.
Because that was the only other exit from this place.
So there's
right?
one up and
Surely
one
they
down.
wouldn't do
Okay.
anything
And we think that we're on
Hector's
the.
child was
You're on
murdered,
the third
so
floor,
he probably wouldn't
but,
like
like,
that to happen
So
to
there's
other
there's
people.
definitely at least one floor above you.
Okay.
There's
Let's go
definitely
up.
at least
Let's wait.
2 floors and the bottom of the cone of the spire if it's part of the
Gotcha.
structure below you.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, let's go up first then.
And across this thing is probably about like 700 feet. It's pretty large, and the thing above you is larger than that.
Oh,
As
boy.
you begin to make your way up, most of the people in that area that are working on like the bathwater and like changing out water with water there's on the walls there is a series of golden plates that like about yay thick. There's a big long like metal band or a plate that is gold that they're cleaning, and dropping from the bottom of the band is this essential like waterfall like thing that they're essentially holding their hands up to and replacing water, and they're taking the water and cleaning that floor with it. You make your way up to the floor above, and as you do, several of them that see you on the way up kind of look at you, and I can get an insight check from up to 2 people, because I don't want the whole table rolling, but anybody can.
I'm not interested in insight.
Oh,
But
damn.
Okay,
Go for
so
it.
the 2 of you. I just don't want an entire table roll for this.
I am
28.
trying to.
Okay,
Go ahead. Finish what you're doing with it.
so
14.
with a 28, you definitely get the 2 things. You get like, what the fuck are you doing? And like, get to work. Like those are the 2, like, you're ruining it. Is that's the mindset that you see on this guy's face as he sees you, and then goes back to cleaning and a little bit more elbow grease in the wall scrubbing.
So Taktir is the god of fear, aesthetics, and appreciation. I know this.
Yes.
Um,
He's also the god that killed a whole lot of people
He
because he's a
did?
battle warrior.
he did, and he fell in love with a nice lady and had a nice baby, and they were murdered. It was a whole
Yeah,
thing.
and you have that baby's skull.
I'm praying every night. They come
Yep.
and take it away.
Yep.
I'm consistent.
Yes.
Maybe it'll work eventually.
This would be a good place to return it.
Maybe.
Like, hey,
This is
here's
his
your
dad.
baby's skull.
Do any of these rituals seem in any way familiar?
This would not. It's not like a temple that you've ever heard of or
Yeah.
seen to Taktir ever before. Usually,
For this kind of
they are
ritual
very
theme?
pretty. They are
Yeah.
very.
They're
It's
gorgeous.
extremely cool looking. There's a specific style to him, and he is proud of the scar. But you've never that seems more cult
Yeah.
than religion.
That's what I'm thinking.
I also need to know. Does anybody? Weird question. Does anybody speak Aquan?
No.
Nope.
I speak quite a few languages, but not
Or I guess primordial, or is primordial an offshoot of Aquan?
No.
other way around.
Aquan, Infernal, and all those are like dialects of Primordial, basically.
Yeah. Okay. So if you speak primordial, you can also speak Aquan.
I speak Orcish.
That's
Any
not the
orcs
language I'm
around
looking
here?
I speak common land vehicles and draconic.
I'm I'm looking for primordial or Aquan.
Yeah,
if you don't
no.
speak those 2 languages,
I
you notice
speak thieves' can.
you notice that there is in the band there is text, but it's as good as Russian to you. You know. You continue up to the floor above, and atop of the stairs, the staircase is about 20 feet wide, and it brings you to the hallway above that branches into 3 different. You see a doorway ahead of you. You see a doorway to like a hallway that splits off that you go towards, and you see the doorway to your left, and you see a doorway to the right, and it tees off nicely into a split. The bulk of the room, or the bulk of the space, is to the left. A decent amount to the right. Like you go pretty far in to go to the left, rather, and then over on the right, it's like here, and it's like the center of the structure. Whereas this is like pretty early on, and then there's a door straight ahead that's like most of the way down. Still along the walls, there's a golden band about yay thick, about chest high, that has some sort of writing in it, and then there's water flowing beneath that band.
Is there anything descriptive about the doors? Like, are they all made of the same kind of stuff?
They are made of pearl. All of the doors are just solid, a
That
solid
is
door of pearl.
Drooling over here.
Guys, like,
Let's go to the
where's these
closest
hinges?
door.
Let me go.
Like,
The closest door would be the first one.
Carrying
to
around
right.
a door.
I'll just open it if it opens.
It does.
Listen, you don't want to mess up the aesthetics of Taktir's temple.
Yeah, I haven't.
Well, if you
this
steal
is
all of the doors, then
It looks aesthetically.
You open
The
this.
effects of
You open the door to the
Aesthetically
right,
consistent,
and you
yeah,
see
sure.
several more people that are. Let me back up a step. There are a handful of people that are also polishing this hallway. It's not barren, but they do the same. It's the same treatment as the floor below. And you open the door to the right, and you see 6 or 7 fish-like humans that have the body of a humanoid, but they're scaly and like a dark purple, and then it turns into the head of a fish that are behind a.
I said there's lots of different fish
Um,
people in the sea.
There's the head of the fish that's like big and bulbous atop of it that are watching these various other like the fish people are not cooking, but you see people eating and you see people cooking and you see them overseeing the cooking. They do clock you and look a little bit confused, but they don't stop you in any way. The fish people, that is.
Is there anything else in this room? Is it
There's
like
just a big dining hall. A bunch of people are eating. A quick rough estimate is probably 45, 50 people that are sitting and eating right now.
What are they eating?
Fish.
Makes sense. That tracks.
seems legit.
It's a good question.
Could be soup.
The fish people do have a spear. Each have a spear.
We're gonna end up fighting these fish people.
Are there any other doors in this room, or is it pretty much just?
There's the door to like the kitchen area that you see. There's like a cafeteria style buffet where they go through and they serve the different foods. And it looks like the fish people are watching the amount being cooked, the amount being scooped, like making sure everything's the way it's supposed to be going.
Do the fish people have scars on their fish
They do not.
faces?
Turn around
Got
and
any,
walk
got
out.
any ideas? Got any hocus pocus?
Wrong room.
Focus, focus.
This isn't a bathroom.
Zap, zap.
Okay, so you close the pearl door behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then back to the center,
Mhm.
and then go through the center door. I think that's
Straight all the way ahead?
Yeah.
So that one's the farthest away.
Oh, okay.
You'd come to the left door
Then I'll
first.
go left.
Okay. So on the left door, you see best I can describe, it's jailhouse bedding. Minus the bedding, it's just mats and blankets on the floor. There's one blanket per person. There's a small mat per person. There's one pillow per person. There's a rough estimate of the count is extremely hard to take because it's military style, like doot 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 all the way down, all the way across. And this room is probably about 600-700 feet deep and as wide as the whole structure on top. So like pushing 2,000 feet across maybe.
Fuck.
And
It's living quarters.
it is meager living quarters in this area. There are people sleeping, and as you walk in, one of them does kind of like, you notice one that like kind of rolls over and looks at you, and then rolls back over and pretends to be asleep.
Boy, I have no idea.
Are there other doors in this room, or is this pretty
No,
much
it's
just...
Really
one big,
freaking weird.
and there's no jail cell door like thing
Yeah,
in this
it's just-
area.
flat? Here's bed. Well,
Is there anyone around that guy that's fake sleeping?
No, I mean like other people in the vicinity, but not like next to him. No.
And we're close to him or no?
Enough for him to notice you and then like look at you and roll back over. And it looked like he tried to not be noticed that he wasn't asleep. If that makes sense.
I got that impression.
I'll go over to him if it's again not too far away.
Okay.
And just like, hey, buddy, what's the dealio here?
He rolls over. He looks at you. He looks at a bed and he rolls over. He doesn't say anything to you.
Is there a bed empty next to him that we could still talk? Like,
you can lay in a bed next to him, sure.
Okay, I'll do that and just
Some
be
pillow
like,
top.
hey, pillow talk with me.
You're as best you can get him to talk. He doesn't say anything to you. You try for maybe 45 seconds before you're like, this is the fucking strangest experience I've ever had.
I feel like I'm missing something.
I'm laying on a sponge in the bottom of the ocean in some weird temple. I guess I maybe need a scar. Like that's like you feel super out of place. There's also a that same robe that they're all wearing. There is one at the foot of like the sponge bed that you're laying on, and like the empty beds. Some of them have the robe and some don't. But not all of them are. Seemingly, not every bed is taken.
I'll take one of the robes and then just, hey, buddy, this is, I'm about to leave, and like, we have a way out of here. If you want to come, we need to know information about this place. So, unless you like it here, then don't say anything and keep being weird.
He looks up from his pillow, stares at you for too uncomfortable a time.
Okay, cool.
He's backing up because he thinks
we're gonna choose
and then he
being.
lays back down.
We're gonna choose being weird. Okay, we got it, buddy. Have a good sleep. Not sleep.
You thought you saw some blood trickling out of the duct of his eye.
Okay. Fuck. Well, I say we leave because this place is spooky.
This place is
Well.
beat.
Yeah, this is
You guys, I'm just getting interested in this place. Like, this is fucking wild. And I'm here
I'm
for
interested, but I want to be interested in the distance. I want to
Arm's
be
length.
over there.
it. Never learned anything far away.
People are sleeping.
No, they're not.
Some of them are. You do hear like distant snoring.
Well, that guy is.
So they
but
can't
he
make
doesn't count.
noise. That's good sound.
Yeah, there is like the only thing you haven't heard here, like aside from like you've heard people like cough on occasion.
Okay, so
but
they're vocalizing. They're just not speaking.
They either can't or won't speak to you.
Okay. That is a different thing. So that's good to know.
Yeah, it's not pin drop dead silent.
Yeah.
There's hundreds or thousands of people in a room. You hear sniffling. You hear some people snoring. It's not dead silent. You can hear each other. It echoes a little bit into the room.
This is so fucking weird.
And the fish people just kind of like,
Well, let's check the other door on this floor.
Yeah.
See if there's anything interesting in there.
are we just acting like we belong? Is that the goal here?
No.
I mean, we're definitely not
We're
doing
sneaking?
that.
No.
What are we doing?
I'm just
Just
walking down the
waltzing
hall
around.
going,
Acting like we belong. We just act like we work here.
I'm acting like I own the
I
place and they're all working in my
This
temple.
is OSHA walking around
Right,
checking
look
things
more,
out.
baby.
Everyone seems to have had a workplace accident. So
You open this door to the last room on this floor, and you see one of the fish people who has this like claw-like clamp, like a garbage pickup thing, but it's made in a size that can grab a person, and it is around a person, and he is on a bed, chained up, upside down, and he's getting waterboarded. There's no nice way to say it.
Wait.
You see on the walls, there's still the metal band, but this time underneath the metal band, there's no water flowing downward, except for where this man is upside down, getting it in his face, right? There's also
is this
what
man's
looked
head
like-
a fish?
the one that is holding him, yes.
The one who's being waterboarded.
No.
Okay.
Does he have a scar on his eye?
Yes. And there's on either side of this chamber. So it opens up and it's like a half circle this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on either side of this this chamber is like it looks like a water jet. To the easiest way that I can describe it. There's various different tools in here that are very clearly used for punishment, extraction, and torture. There is no blood anywhere on this floor.
We're under
Or
the ocean. Everything's so clean here.
and there is nobody
Sorry.
in this
I got
specific.
this.
So in this specific room, there is nobody
What?
cleaning.
Come on.
There's just
I'm not gonna stop.
the fish person and the person presumably being punished or whatever's happening.
Can you find your sword?
Yeah, come on.
I mean, I'm walking up to
My
him with
sword?
Bashi
Yeah,
in my
the sword
hand,
we're looking for
just
is
ready
here?
to smack him. Because
we are in
he's
the
torturing a
ocean.
person right in front of me. I'm gonna hit
I'm
him.
gonna activate my sword.
God damn it.
Not that
Not
sword.
that sword.
We're literally witnessing torture.
And then,
We are, but there's a time and place
Yeah.
for intervention,
Okay.
and I feel
No,
like
yeah,
and it's right now.
No.
And it's
Okay.
right now, and there's one dude in a room all the way at the end of the hallway, away from everyone else.
Yeah, get him.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
fuck, Get him.
I do need an initiative roll.
Yeah, it's like,
Hey.
I'm not just gonna let this dude get tortured.
No, man, I was about to jump in too.
I had to light my sword up first.
Why are we not letting this guy get tortured?
Because we're good
that's
people,
bad.
and you are also part of this group, so by extension, you're kind of a good person.
Aren't you the hero of this land, sir?
Yeah.
Not of this
Hero
land.
land.
This is
Not
for
this
weirdos.
First of all, this isn't the land.
Yeah, this is the ocean.
This is the bottom of the ocean.
Is weirdo central.
I didn't know this
So
existed until just now.
Ocean people are weird.
these people are weird, and I'm not sure they're people. And if you're torturing a not person, is it really torturing?
Felix.
That sounds like
These
somebody
are
would
people.
torture like
What
a
the
dog.
fuck?
Felix.
Mine
And
is
this
a
fish tortures dogs.
9.
All right, fine.
Elysian.
9.
9.
Twins.
Dan.
15.
Cray.
13.
13. Batuk.
17.
Zadius.
20. Rogue is Rogan.
Atosh.
About fucking time.
I know, for real.
14.
I'm excited.
Look at you, Joe Rogan.
Look at me, Joe Rogan and
Nope.
Roganin.
Nope. No free thinking here. We're all fish people.
Yep.
It is your turn first, Zadius.
They're turning all the frogs gay with their chemicals. All right.
That's not Joe Rogan.
Honestly, is it that much of a difference to Alex Jones and Joe Rogan? I mean, might as well be the same.
They
We'll
both
talk
have
about
it.
very
It is you
clear
first.
feet.
They definitely got into that on the podcast.
They definitely did. So,
I would say because you guys entered the room and saw this and like encroached upon him, I'll say we're gonna theater of the mind this. This is not like a big deal with this one guy.
Yeah.
But I would say you're at farthest you'd be 40 feet away. So like you'd be close enough to be at 30 feet if you want to be in melee.
Is he surprised?
No. You guys weren't hiding. You just opened the
Right.
fucking door.
We just,
You opened
this
the
is
door,
fucking weird.
saw him waterboarding a dude, and like drew weapons. There's no.
Hey!
I don't know, he might have
And
Really
I don't know
good
how to
answer.
describe a fish as
I
being
have to
surprised.
say-
They always look surprised. So
Torture is not aesthetic. I'm
I
saying it.
love-
I'm gonna say it.
I love the images of these people so fucking
It's not
much.
fetch?
It's my favorite. By the
It's
way,
not fetch.
these things are my favorite D&D people.
these
Look
are
at this
not
fucking guy.
fetch.
Look, hold on. I actually just have it.
This is a good.
I would like to. Is
Yeah, man, guy.
I
Is it
love
Yeah.
it.
dog?
Yes.
Oh no!
tell us.
Fucking
Don't think
these
about
boys
a
are
loaf of
fucking
bread.
ready, dude.
Don't
Where's
think about a loaf of bread.
Thinking about a loaf of bread.
Don't think about a loaf of bread.
What is this book?
I love Kuatoa.
Dude, they're my favorite little guys.
They're so
Yo,
fun.
we just made this god and we wanted to believe in him so hard that he was real.
How Bloop the Bloop game is going to be.
Look at this guy. He is so ready.
Look at
For what? I don't know. But he's ready.
Jesus.
He just
ready
looks
for
excited
something.
for something.
Torture in this case.
You're seeing
Get stabbed in the fucking
This is
face.
surprisingly orderly.
you're seeing one looks more like this guy. It's not this guy, but it looks more like this guy where he's got some fins on his head.
A little more deep sea variant.
Oh, dude, that's fucking sick. I want to be a super small thing and ride a squirrel. Fucking check that out.
Well, that could be your backup character.
Fucking nerd.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
It is now.
So,
You are dealing with
Ready,
all that shit.
Ready, Freddy. It is your turn. Ready, Freddy is torturing this
I
guy.
almost want
What do you-
myself to die now. Alright,
what do you do?
21 to hit. I'm throwing a dagger.
Yes, that does in fact do it in a hit. I love these fucking stupid
Alright,
creatures.
come on.
They look so dumb.
6 damage on that one.
6.
They can be pretty scary too.
Nope,
Very fun
that's
little guys.
not what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
They just look so fucking stupid.
They think about pencil when they die. And
They're like the
all of a
pugs
sudden
of
you're
D&D.
dealing with a
They just are cute and
Yes,
they're
with
cute
a
and stupid.
god.
looking. And I don't think they can breathe.
I'm
They still
assuming
catch
an
it, have
8
a lot
is
of
going to
good
miss
spells.
on my second.
8
okay.
does not infect it, yeah.
Alright, and that's it. Is there anything in the room to, like, go behind, hide?
There's
Boxes.
various tables that are upside that are canted.
Alright, if I'm within my range of movement, I will move behind one of them.
To get to him and melee stab him, you
No,
would...
I'm throwing.
Oh, then yeah, you can kind of go over this way and you bonus action attack though, right?
Yeah, but I haven't moved yet. I'm not attacking again, I'm just moving behind the table now.
Yeah, no, but you're not hiding right now.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
It is his turn. He's going to release this guy. He falls. The water stops, and he's takes off running after you, or like towards you.
A fishy strut.
A fishy strut, indeed.
You should call her.
He's gonna make a bite, and he's not supposed to be unarmed. He's supposed to have this, the pincer staff.
I love that thing. As a DM.
Okay, so he's gonna make a bite
Man,
and
just has a
2
T-Rex claw.
pincer staffs. The bite,
16 AC.
he will hit you with the bite for 6 piercing damage,
Ow.
and then the pincher boy 2 times.
Ugh.
Both will hit.
Are there any of those left?
These?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two left?
Go for it.
I'm gonna have one of them, but I
Okay,
need to
I'll roll
know.
them separately, but you have to decide when I tell you the damage if you're doing this one or the next one.
Okay.
So I'm taking you're not doing the bite.
Right.
Okay. You're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning, or I'm sorry, piercing, and 3 points of lightning damage.
Zap.
Oh. And you can't take a reaction as he pinches you.
Is it a reaction?
It is a reaction to uncanny dodge.
Okay, so I'll have the. Can I have the first one?
No.
Okay. So 11 damage.
Yes, and the second one does another 6 piercing, or 6 piercing and 5 lightning.
So another 11.
And you are presently grappled by the
Cool.
slippery amphibious boy.
That hurt a lot, guys. That hurt a lot.
Good news.
Hang in there, bud.
Don't have inspiring leader,
Batuk.
Good.
but everybody else does.
Yeah, it usually works.
Bad at 8.
Thanks for the reminder.
8.
I'm gonna run up to him and just hit him with Bashy.
Got it.
First attack is a 25 to hit
25 hits.
for 9 bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
Second attack is a natural 20.
Yeah. I think that does it.
You sure?
Pretty sure. I mean.
For
Probably better
16 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then I will.
As you punch him the second time, he tries to like stick move Zadius into the way. It doesn't, but like that's that's the action he's taking to like hit you with a guy.
So how close is Zadius to me now that he tries to do that?
No mechanically different. It's just for the flair of
Okay.
it.
Because I'm trying to decide if I can get to Zadius to heal him or not.
You can.
Okay.
You'd have the movement to do so.
Then I'll flurry of blows and use one of them as punch with a 21 to hit
Okay.
for 7 bludgeoning, non-magical. And
Okay.
then the other one will go to heal Zadius for 10 hit points.
You're fine. Farm it in.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up and
Back to
hit the
half.
motherfucker.
Suck it up.
17.
I'm not used
Hits.
to get hit.
16.
16 also hits.
Cool. Shit, I forgot to hex him, so I didn't hex him.
You did not.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a smite on one of these because that dude is fucked up, and I don't like it.
It's fair. You do hear him like sputtering for his breath, but he doesn't. Nothing's being said by this guy. He's just coughing.
Is he
trying
being
to-
held in place or tied in place?
He did fall back down.
Okay.
So like he was being held onto the table by the pinchy boy.
So now he is
That
not
is
in
a
the
very,
water
very
jet.
sad 23
Yeah, no.
damage.
Okay, that's what
23.
good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
That's moving action, and I'm not gonna hex him at the end of my turn, so...
Okay. Atosh.
That's me. I'm going to give him a good old. Oopsies. Good old fire thing. Give me a. Actually, no. Give me a. What was it? Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong spell book.
Any spell box you got, but
Is there a object on the ground I can catapult? Since this place is so clean and tidy,
There's various different torture instruments that you can hurl at
I
him.
will pick my favorite one. And
What would be your favorite one?
yeah, what's your favorite torture instrument?
we're gonna learn about Atosh today.
What a speed date question.
You relax back in your
That's a good like Halloween speed date question.
See a brazen bull go flying past.
The thing that looks like it holds the head,
What?
like it's like
Balls.
calipers, it like measures. It's like a caliper, it like holds the head, and I always thought like that wouldn't hold a head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Would
catapult
hold
that at
some
him.
teeth.
Whoopsh.
Sure.
So he
Tell
needs
those
a
errors.
dexterity saving throw.
He fails.
He fails. I didn't. Okay, that was quick. 6 plus 3, 9 plus 5 is 14.
14 will do it. It hits him in the side of the head. His fish body doesn't change its animated face at all. He
He's just like on the ground.
the when he hits the ground, his like hand like pulses, and you feel like and you're like, ah, man. You take the thing off, the pinchy thing off of you.
Dick.
Is the
Kick
pinchy
'em.
boy a two-handed weapon?
No, it's a one-handed weapon.
Uh-oh.
I pick up the pinchy boy.
It is not a monk weapon. It does 1d6 piercing damage.
But you can control, or you can attempt to move somebody.
It's called a pinch now. And it has a 10-foot reach.
You can grab a guy.
Unfortunately.
Of course it does.
15-foot reach.
You can grab me
Unfortunately.
anytime,
It is not a monk weapon. You cannot be proficient with it. Go fuck yourself.
What kind of weapon is it?
It's
What's
a
it called?
Kuatoa weapon.
It's something to pinch
got-
one off.
you gotta
should
find that
be born a
proficiency.
fish
I
man.
need to know what to write down on the sheet. Like, what is it called?
Pincer staff.
Pincer staff. Okay.
Just write pinchy boy. We'll know what it means.
No, cat's level 20.
I have
now, so
always
become proficient.
been
Yeah.
a proponent of, I'll write it down, I'll know what it means. And
Are there any
then
Unfortunately, I
weapon
can't
master?
take-
a couple
I
months
can't
go
take
by,
Weapon
and
Master
I
again,
never know what
so-
it means.
Yeah.
This is not meant to be a thing that you take. I'm almost willing to just make it like evaporate, but I won't.
Thank you.
I'll search.
God, we can't make the boat go fast. We can't take a pinchy boy.
Can't be anything good
I'm
cool in
gonna
this
put the
fucking
pinchy boy
game.
in the bag.
Okay.
Is there any search the body for anything worthwhile?
Here's nothing worthwhile. Just like there's the pinchy boy staff. He doesn't have any
I
armor
wanna-
on.
I wanna
He's
check on the-
sticky or he's like slippery and oily to the touch.
I'm gonna overkill this guy.
Go. You
That
do
didn't strike
you.
me right.
My plan was to check on the gentleman.
Okay.
How's-
He's like
yeah.
coughing up water
No,
from
I'm
his lungs,
patting him on the
and
back.
that's not good to do, but you do it anyway.
I mean, I guess Felix would know better.
I don't know, maybe.
I feel like he learned that in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He finishes
He would do
essentially
whatever.
coughing up his salt water, and kind of looks at you all, stands up and begins to walk out of the room.
Yo,
No, wait, hold up,
dude,
hold up,
you
bro.
Okay?
Does he have a scar on
He
his-
does.
Fuck!
If you can't speak, like yes or no, you okay?
He gives no indication of thought.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
grab
He
this
clearly
guy.
recognizes you.
Not
He
okay?
clearly like
I'm gonna grab
understands
this
you.
I'm gonna make sure he doesn't leave the room.
He doesn't like. So he was beginning to walk away,
He doesn't
like
stop?
drone-like.
Yeah. He doesn't like resist?
No.
I just stop him. Okay, we need to figure this out.
Dude, if these guys are brainwashed,
We need
like,
to
why
figure
the
this
fuck
out.
are they torturing them?
I don't know. We need to figure this out.
Because
And I'm
people
holding
who
friend.
brainwash people torture people because they're fucked up.
What's this guy's name?
That's so weird. Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. We need to figure out what's wrong with Jeffy. Jeffrey.
I thought you were asking me. I don't
Jeffy,
know
I
how
like
you'd
Jeffy.
ever get.
Jeffy.
No, I don't know
Name
if their
tag?
name tags.
No,
No.
they just have a plain like whitish
Good
gray
riddance.
robe.
An underwater mansion full of Kuotoa. One Jeffy boy.
I'm going
You
to.
could not possibly pronounce my name with your tongue.
There's no like
It is
windows in
pronounced
here, is there?
Jeffrey.
Hmm?
There's no like windows in here.
In the ocean, no.
We
Like-
could
like in
definitely
this
say
thing?
that.
No, the closest thing to a
Jeffrey.
window would be the like the water jet looking things, but they're
Here, let's see.
they're
Through 'em.
yeah.
Just to be a dick, I'm gonna take as many of their torture devices as I can and throw them in the bag full.
Sure, you have a torturer set. Congratulations. I don't know. I'm not gonna describe the whole thing to you. That's morbid.
Is that what you're into?
No, it's to take it away from them.
Don't king shame him.
I want
I'm
to.
gonna throw it in the ocean on our way back to the boat.
You're just giving it back.
I guess I'm gonna cast detect.
You gotta throw it on land.
That's
Detect
true.
magic.
Yeah.
It's like it'll
Okay.
just float over.
So when you
And
detect
then
when you detect magic, this whole place lights up and is clearly very magical. The rest of it's mundane.
What
He's
about-
mundane.
Like he's mundane.
His robe is
everything about-
mundane. But the place itself, absolutely, it's like you do that and you're like, oh, and you like have to readjust a little bit to the magical light that's
Mhm.
beaconing from this place.
So, boy, I really wish we had that lesser restoration right about now.
Fuck yeah, Coral.
For why?
I don't know. Maybe we could lesser restore this guy, and we'd be able to see what's wrong with him, or ask him questions.
Does anybody have like message?
I have message.
I have my voice.
I guess I'll try.
Oh,
that.
I can
I'll
talk
try
to
message this
people
fucking head.
psychically.
I point the finger
Yeah,
and I hold a
psychic
piece of
bitch.
copper wire.
Yeah, you psychic bitch. Jesus.
I don't have lesser restoration, which I don't think would help. What I do have is greater restoration, which I
Holy
think will help.
What?
Are you casting it?
Yeah.
You have greater restoration as a bead?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like he just has greater restoration. No fucking way. You have that.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Okay. So you greater restore him.
Fuck. Well, there goes that bead for now.
Mhm.
Till tomorrow.
He's still like you're like, you good, man? And he
Blink if
still
you
doesn't.
understand me.
He is blinking, but not like it doesn't seem to be.
This isn't
indicative.
clear enough for me.
Message. Anybody in there?
All right, I can talk to him psychically for 3 hours, and
Wow.
you, so us three are in
Us three?
psychic
Oh
land.
boy.
Jeffrey, this guy, and him.
And
Yep.
me.
So when you message him, what do you say?
Anybody in there?
Hey, Jeffy boy,
Big Jeff.
He simply says to you, "You shouldn't be here."
like in your brain
And-
or
When you start communicating to him, he says, "Is your soul not with this place?"
oh,
My soul is with God. Repping the man.
Okay, you bastard, Josh.
Jesus, literally.
Where's your soul?
Bound here,
You
and
know.
if you don't leave, you'll be entrapped here too.
How do you become entrapped?
Death was painful. I chose not.
So-
Now death won't come, and really neither will life.
Wow. So how did you die?
Would have been.
How did he die?
I was drowning.
Right there?
No. Years.
Oh, so
I
you
suppose.
you drowned in
A
the
time.
ocean and then you were brought here?
Long time ago.
Give us
Time is hard to tell.
what year is it? Do I have a date in my head? Like what year is it? For
He
us? So I'm like, here's today's date. And he can like
Here's the year.
Here's the year.
he thinks about it for a time, and he doesn't remember how long he's been here.
Why
Like
would
he
you
doesn't
be
remember. He
waterboarded?
doesn't remember the year
Do you remember
That-
anything about your past? Where you came from? Kingdom?
there was a ship.
Name of the ship?
No,
Anybody
I was
famous?
sinking. It was pain, and I was asked, and I said yes
What were you asked? If you wanted to live?
to
No.
end the pain.
Okay. So then they brought you here and
So are the
Forever
fish
cleaning
guys?
this temple.
Forever.
Forever spinning the wheels.
what's this temple to?
Wheels?
God.
What's this god's name?
There's only one.
Well, yeah, what's his name?
You freak.
God.
You monotheistic freak.
You can't hear him.
You bastard!
I'm just watching this exchange happen where
Yeah.
nobody's saying anything.
Nobody's
just
saying
all in
anything.
their head, so
Yep.
I just think this dumb guy is standing there doing nothing, and I'm like collecting torture instruments and shoving them in the bag. And I'm like, all right, let's go.
You guys are making like really crazy eye contact.
Yeah, we're talking.
Oh, okay.
All right.
His crazy look in his eyes. And
So,
at one point he mentally
why
said,
were you on the table
"Let's
being
get it
tortured?"
on."
I did not do my task well.
What was your task?
Clean.
I know it's the clean.
Yeah, I was gonna think that too. What were you supposed to clean?
The statue. There were, and you're just remembering really quickly back, there were people also polishing the statues on the floor that you came
Yeah.
from below.
Why did the fish people not? Because the first fish people we saw didn't really pay us any mind. They were just like me as a DM asking you. Is it,
Oh, yes. They
They were just like,
they
whatever.
saw you, they noticed you, and then you closed the door and left. And they didn't seem to do or say anything about that.
Oh.
Are these this guy that we just killed? Is he working with the god, or is he here the same kind of way you are, with his soul gone?
He serves God.
Does he have his soul? Do you know?
I don't
We need to figure out what
have a soul. I don't.
You don't.
I don't have a
There's
soul.
some statues
No, I
of him.
don't.
what is the statue?
Yeah, that's Taktir, the god of fear, aesthetic,
Death won't come.
and
Maybe for you,
appreciation.
not for me here.
I'm gonna.
He
make
tries
a
again to
right
walk away.
now. Hold on. You're okay. Because where were you gonna go after the torture? You gonna go take a nap?
I need to clean.
You need to clean.
Yeah.
You swear, same as before, you see the pool of blood beginning to well up at the tear duct.
You okay there?
I need to clean.
Okay, got it. You won't tell anybody we're here?
Hand me that rag.
Ask him what's at the top.
I don't think they'll tell
He
him
begins to walk
anything.
away.
What's at the top?
You are on the top.
Alright, we are on the top.
Oh, he
What's at the bottom?
God.
What a great answer. Great answer.
show me God!
How do we get there?
You shouldn't.
But what if we have to clean down there?
They will tell you where to clean.
What if they told us to do that?
You see the blood begin to trickle all the way down the
This
face
dude's like
and
having
drip.
an aneurysm because he's not cleaning. He cleans or he dies. I think that's the thing.
And
here.
the
I
blood,
think he wants to die though.
the blood drips to the floor.
Yeah, do you
and
want to
he
die?
drops with it and begins to clean where his blood was.
Do you want release? Do you want
Death cannot come.
why can't death come?
Death won't come.
Death won't come. So if this guy stabs you right now, you won't die.
Death can't come.
Okay. Ah, fuck. I have a morbid idea.
Do you want me to? Are you?
I don't want to. I don't know. That's a little bit of no. I don't want. But if okay, stop cleaning for a second. I'm gonna make him stop.
He wipes his face with the rag.
You got it, man. Little right there. Why are you cleaning? Because they tell you to.
I must clean.
You must.
I serve God.
Okay. Is God Taktir?
God.
Okay. How many other fish people are there?
Fish person.
This guy.
Those guys.
He looks and he begins to walk towards the body.
Okay, I let him. He's just fucking grinding it into the floor.
He's cleaning it.
You should call him.
Do they have like one of those torture devices that fits a whole body in it, like an Iron Maiden type of thing?
They do not. There's tools and then apparatus.
Okay, because I was gonna put the body in there to like hide it.
I have a door. I have a pit. I can give you a pit.
You'd have to tear off the patch. It's one-time use.
That would also really mess up the aesthetic. Really piss the people
So
off.
he cares about the aesthetic. I don't.
Well, if they are serving a god who doesn't seem to be Taktir, maybe they don't care about aesthetics.
But you
Why
saw
They're-
his
they're-
statues.
Well, maybe
Spending their
they've
entire
maybe
existence
they've
cleaning. I think they care about aesthetic.
well maybe they've taken this temple from Taktir.
One last question.
Well,
What
there's
does
only
God
one way to
look
find
like?
out. We go to the basement.
God.
Well, yeah. What's he look like? A man?
God.
What a great answer.
Can you describe your God?
He doesn't. He continues to say, you get the one-word answer repeatedly.
Have you seen God?
Dog.
Yes.
Can you take us to God?
No.
Why not?
He's below.
He's below, so if we go below, we'll see God.
Of course.
Okay. What's your name?
There's a space.
It's just
He's been here. You get the sense he forgot what year it was.
yeah.
Doesn't have a
It's
name.
the Apple
anymore.
computer
Year
sound.
is it?
He doesn't
I
know.
don't know.
He has no idea.
It's 2022 because fuck
Dun,
it.
dun, dun, dun. Okay. Well, you
I might
clean
have written
up.
it somewhere.
You clean up that body. We're gonna go see God.
You should clean.
We're gonna clean along the way. Where's the rags?
He hands you the one soaked in blood.
But then what are you going to use? Yeah, there you go.
Are there any other rags in here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Everybody take a rag. Everybody take a rag. Everybody take a rag. Everybody take a rag. Take a rag.
I
take a
don't
rag,
wanna
take a rag,
touch
take a
this
rag,
rags.
take a rag, take a rag.
Okay.
Rag in one hand, warhammer
What's
in the
going
other.
on?
Yep, we're just gonna take a
Sword
rag.
in one hand,
So,
sword in the other.
He's a bit spooked. He was dying, and they gave him an option not to die. So now he's here cleaning up this body off the floor. He's like super old. He doesn't know when he got here. He doesn't know what year it is.
I think I'm gonna
They're
kill
like
him.
drones. You think you're gonna kill him?
I think I should try to kill him and end it.
Because he says death won't come. He says he's
Yeah.
immortal. What's that supposed to mean? He says he's immortal.
It's a pretty torturous existence.
But what you're gonna do right now is probably pretty torturous when you really lay it down.
This just doesn't seem Taktir's style.
If he kills somebody whose soul is being tortured, then
I don't think
honestly,
I
that's
don't
net
think this is
positive.
I feel like this is a very hero thing to do.
You know what?
As a hero.
Can we put this to a vote? Oh, party.
Do you just stab him?
dude,
Are we about
just
to
stab
vote
him.
whether we're gonna stab a guy?
Yeah.
I vote no, obviously.
Well, I want to release him from.
But
his
he's not
pain.
like
like me as
happy.
like trying to be. Hang with
Trying
me.
to euthanize this guy.
Homemade.
Homane.
Well, if
Like
we
the lettuce?
kill him and then we find a way to undo whatever mind control's going on, then he's
I don't
just
think that's
fucking
something we undo. It's there. It's like it's God. It's his God. I don't know what his God is. He just says
But
God.
Yeah, but what happens if we kill his god?
I
And
want
we
to know what
become a
happens.
god.
But he
I
says
don't think
death
that's how
won't
that
come.
works.
Death won't come. So
Name
if
one
death
god
won't come,
who
then
was
I should be able
killed
to
by
shank him
somebody
and
then
nothing
that
happens.
person didn't become a god.
I shank him.
What?
Name
Stab
somebody
him.
who killed a god
And
that didn't become a god.
Yeah,
like
no
like
humans have ever killed a
just
god.
to see what would happen.
Then
He screams in pain.
exactly.
So
There's
no one's
blood.
ever become a god from
Well,
killing
now I
a
gave him
god.
something to clean. So
Yeah,
I can
well,
leave.
if they did, then they would become one.
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
Not fucking a god, just killing one.
Alright.
just stabbed him in the leg.
I stabbed him in the leg,
Hey!
but I wanted to see what would happen.
He's bleeding, screaming, and cleaning up his own mess.
I get my first aid kit out.
Sure. When you bandage up his leg.
Bandage him up.
Go ahead and mark off another use of your
Yeah.
first aid.
Alright, let's go deal with this god, and then we can figure out what to do with the people.
I don't know if I put on my God killing pants today.
Dude,
Now we know if
does
we're
that
attacked by
ever-
these people, they feel pain.
Just
Like-
have
Do
the
you have
rag.
other
Just have the rag.
pants?
We
Shut
need to.
the
We need to.
fuck
We need to
up.
pretend we're clean. Because he said. He
I brought
said
the
that
brown
we need
pants.
clean. So if we're not cleaning, we're in
I tried to
trouble.
put my god killing pants on. I was like, do you have other pants? Those are the only pants I have.
I am wearing
Like,
no pants.
On my mental note, it just says God.
Pooh Bear
I
in
just
it.
like God now.
He's just
On
rocking
the
out with
list.
his cock out
It's
right
a
now.
just
yeah.
a long robe. But we need to be cleaning. He says he asked why we're not cleaning. So we need to clean
No,
while
we
we're
don't.
walking around.
Nah.
Nah, it'll make us safer.
Or he
okay.
showed up It's all you had to clean to fit in, and the cleaning is what brainwashed him.
Could we stop stabbing people?
I'm not going to promise that.
Jesus.
It was a worthwhile
I'm gonna
experiment.
take a rag
Like you
and I'm gonna
saved the
peek
guy,
out the
dude. We're
door.
cool. But he just
You
stabbed
look
the
out
guy.
the door. There's
Oh, I
people
mean-
still cleaning.
Are there
If
any?
he didn't, I was thinking about it.
It's not like I did it to like.
It was not a
Without-
stabbing.
Stabbed him in the
easy.
leg after he got tortured. There's no silver lining to this.
The coast is clear.
You're-
What you
you're
should have
not
done is
really,
try to
like,
chop his head off.
danger.
What?
What he should have done is try to chop his head
Well,
off.
He has
then
a
I would
dagger.
have had to deal with everything.
He has a
else. At
dagger.
least this is.
There's not a lot of chopping head.
I have a great sword.
You do.
I almost asked you, but then I was like, ooh, voting, blah blah blah. Stab his leg.
Should I chop his head off?
I mean,
No,
I'd vote
please
yes.
don't.
Maybe put that under like Plan F.
For fuck no.
For fuck that guy's head.
The coast is clear. We should probably just start heading down to see this god, or just leave.
Okay.
Let's see this god.
Oh god, we're about to witness a god.
I mean,
It's
it
probably
might not
gonna
be a
like
god.
a goddamn loaf of bread or
What's a
something.
god?
Probably
for
a mighty flare.
God damn it. Alright.
Pulling
Goddamn
everyone in.
loaf of bread. And Josh is like, finally, found you.
My people!
Grain.
So you guys head back down.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Assuming
head
there
back
was
down
nothing else in this room, like another
This
door or
is-
something.
the room for corrections.
Damn.
You head back down and head back down to the floor you entered, and you can head straight across past the statues. People are cleaning. People are rotating these. The gears in the floor are spinning. You hear like, and then they trade off.
What happened if we stopped the gears? Yeah, put a pin in it. Let's go.
Well, they said they were
That's
spinning
Plan G.
wheels, didn't he?
Yeah, I
For
forgot to
gears.
ask
Spinning
about
and
wheels.
spinning wheels.
Sorry, I forgot to ask about wheels.
Are they like prayer wheels that like,
Hmm?
like, are they prayer wheels?
It doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
Is there
There's
one of
prayer
the
wheels you
cleaners?
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's a pole with a pole, and they're pushing, and they're going in a
So
circle.
the wheel is below if there's a wheel of any kind.
Yeah, and they're
somewhere.
they're cranking something beneath them.
They're spinning
Am
god.
I within range of the one that's cranking? Like within 30 feet or something?
Sure.
Ding!
Okay.
What are you doing?
Gotta push.
Gotta push? Push for what?
You spin the wheel.
God damn it, this is all elaborate ruse. Fucking spin the wheel. I've been mean!
This entire
I've been mean!
this entire building is just a rattling bone setup.
Oh my
What do you
god.
think God is?
It's the god!
I've got it back there.
Oh,
No.
Take what you will.
So you're
You got on a pirate ship to go rattle some bones.
You're spinning the wheel. You're spinning the wheel. Is God down there? Are you spinning God?
God is beneath.
God is beneath because of the wheel.
I push.
You push.
Why? Ask them why.
Why?
Why?
I already asked that. Why?
Why?
Call it one question at a time.
Do you guys
Why?
want me to stab this guy in the leg?
No,
No.
don't stab any guys in the leg. Clean.
No more life stabbing.
Your response
Let's play now.
his response to you is your turn, and he stops pushing, and he pops a squat.
I'm gonna go spin the wheel. Fuck you.
Hey Tosh,
You
stop
just
playing
hear-
with the wheel.
You just
Set
you just hear the clicking.
Alright, you're at.
He's beginning to rest.
Is there somebody else nearby?
After about 45, there's several. After about 50 seconds of you pushing the wheel and him resting for about 15 of it, he picks up a rag and begins wiping it down.
I'm still pushing. I'm gonna ping the guy that's like another
He's
guy
now
that's wiping.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a different guy that's wiping. Your turn.
What?
Spin. Must push. Your turn.
He puts his rag in this like robe pocket that
Yep.
he has.
All right.
You almost got stuck, my guy.
What?
You almost got stuck.
I did.
Spin.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
just marching
very
down the
scary
stairs to the
stuff.
Yeah, let's go
Very
down the
weird.
stairs.
Let's go down.
So you go down one floor, and you see several of the fish-like people in this open room. One that looks, three that look like the one that was torturing the man above. One that looks a little bit more ornate and a little bit more in control across from you. You're in a room that has a abundance of collection, like Little Mermaid style, everything they've found here.
Oh.
But also, there are things that do look actually useful. There is also a extensive library across the wall from the stairs you came down
Hi, bud.
all the way to like a halfway point, and then it begins to be that wall that is like seeping the water from the golden band. The one with the staff and the robe looks at you all, and he slams his staff and he says,
What?
"Up!"
What?
Do you want both things?
Stand up straight, stand up straight, stand up straight, stand up straight.
Hey, he's pointing at
I
the
like go
staircase
to
behind you.
attention.
Up.
Yeah. Oh, come up the stairs, 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 come up the stairs!
Okay.
Nope! You fucking idiot, please! Come up the stairs! Nope! Oh!
Fuck shit up.
No! We need to do it in an orderly fashion! We're doing so good!
In the center of the room, there is a like a podium.
We
like,
found the treasure trove. I
Like-
want to kill God.
there is a podium-like thing, like a pedestal that has
I wanna
a
kill
large
God.
pearl that is about like a beach ball-sized pearl on this pedestal. In the center of the room, there's an assortment
now I definitely
of
wanna kill God,
collection.
too.
God and orb.
There's a total of 12 of these fish-like beings, as well as a small number of humanoids that are doing extremely diligent tasks that have a person right next to them, or one of the fish people right next to them, doing what they're supposed to be doing. Some of them are moving a book, some of them are polishing some of the collection. He says, "Up." Who all returns up the stairs?
I follow Itachi.
No.
No.
God, you guys are so fucking difficult, I say at the top of the stairs as I wipe the wall.
Get your ass down here, Aton.
I'm waiting right fucking here.
You've
Fuck
received
you.
a command from your fish guy.
It is.
Yeah, I went up. I obeyed the command because I'm blending in.
We do need
This
to.
is the
you
new
dense
command from your
motherfucker.
new fish guy.
Alright, we need to roll initiative.
No,
No,
because it
they
is
need to roll
9:30.
initiative.
It is 9:30, so we are going to pick up here because we are going. This will be an initiative roll for those of you that don't return up, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And then
My only fish
So
guy.
what's the other plan? Like we go up and then just come back later when they're still here? Like
But we can assess the situation out of game. We can assess. We could have assessed, but no.
Not anymore.
No, I'm not going up the stairs.
We about to clean this floor with their
Now
innards.
you're gonna roll initiative. They're gonna get a turn, and I'm gonna be at the top of the stairs like, duh, fireball.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
No, because then I miss out on a turn.
No.
Action economy, guy. Come on.
and that is where we're gonna end this session. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.
Yay!
I hope you enjoy Creepy Water Temple Place.
Yay!
I'm having a good time here.
Yeah.
This is great.
You can fireball from the top of the stairs.
Bye bye.
I am so excited to kill God. You
Has
guys
a
have no idea.